Alright, well mine's live. Channel.
Y ya estamos en vivo. Esperando por fin, que hace... Siempre dura mucho.
You got to set up. Because if I don't set up, then nothing's set up. So I have to set up.
Nani.
So I got a notification that you're live. Yeah, I guess if you can ship.
Poquito de 8, ¿eh?
Share, copy link. Alright, there we go. Should be everything ready. Should we open this one up? The box?
Si quieres ir a tenerlos ahí y tener un poquito más de espacio.
Yeah.
Vale.
Also got these here. These dinosaurs. Want to show them yours?
Sí, ahorita. Primero si
Yeah,
quieres.
open it up.
Ajá, ya abriéndolo. No, a ver. Voy a tomar esta.
And one paintbrush for that freaking box. And some these chaff ass paints, which we're not gonna use those. So which one are you? This is yours, right?
Está fea. Es como despintadita.
I think Joy's gonna paint these two dinosaurs.
Mira como viejita ya.
Mm-hmm.
Sí, yo voy a agarrar el cuello largo y este no sé cómo se llama.
Triceratops. Then I got a T-Rex and a Stegosaurus.
O sea, ay, son diferentes estos.
Yeah, I got like chalk on my hands. It seems like chalk.
Me voy a hacer el duende con su orejita. Una mariposa.
Oh. So yeah, we start with this gnome. Got that there. And one last thing I forget. Let's make a post. Go ahead, start painting, start getting your things. I'll let you do this one.
A ver.
Hey, what up, Drew? We got every stream. What are they? These are like, I don't know, ceramics that we bought. These are some dinosaurs and like a gnome. What was I gonna do? Bro got the Stegosaurus.
¿Sí son gnomos?
Yeah, it's a gnome.
Okay.
Well, yeah, like a gnome, yeah.
Es que no sé si es un gnomo o es un duende. Llevo la diferencia, no sé.
9:45. I got 15 minutes. Spider. Hey, Privyet. How's it going, Alexander? There we go. Literally 1:45 a.m., dude. It's on the other side of the world. There we go. I'm just setting up so, you know, if you want to check out what she's painting, she's also live. Most guys at 10 a.m. and I live stupidly close to my school. Oh, you're lucky then. Let's paint this guy. What's up with the mushroom? Yeah, but Joy is live. I used to live really close to my school too. But like really close, I mean like right across the street, close. My middle school was like right across the street, so I was just like walking, that's it. I was there. Should I hear the pen thing mixing? The little like knife to mix it up? I'll be right back. I need to get like a little palette knife. I'll do like that. I got a few palette knives here. I had to walk over a mountain. Shut the. Sure, I'll let you choose. There's some there for you. Mi amor. Yeah, I call her amor. That was way too big actually. It's gonna be more of a light brown. Sorry for the reflection here. Phantom got Spanish Riz. That's what it totally said. That's what it totally said. I got Spanish Riz. I could walk out of the apartment complex and walk through grads, into a forest path and walk from there to the busy house and walk a bit past the stores and then go to school. Bro has to literally walk through a forest. I told you my middle school was like right in front of my freaking apartment. So school started at 8 and I'll leave like a 7:40 something, 7:50, just enough time to walk from the apartment to the other side of the freaking campus. Grass is what I meant. Okay. Forest is easy, dude. Really small forest. Well, I don't know. This is your paper towel, by the way. Let's see if I don't paint my fingers this time. Well, we're close to the 800, guys. 9 more subs. Hey, Truthless. Welcome back. 9 more subs, and you know what that means. Jackbox. Okay. Do you think that if you could, that it would be for you to do that we is? What?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Have you ever had a dream where you in your dream and where you could? I just had a stroke reading that. I think he did it on purpose, though. Nice little mushrooms. Mine has some mushrooms. Joy has is holding flowers. Her gnome. And we're gonna need names for this, so just start thinking of some names.
Necesitas poquito café y yo tengo cafecito ahí que me sobró.
The wise gnome. The high gnome. He's on them shrooms. Do you need light brown? I would light brown.
Probablemente para la carita.
I went to school. Good luck, Spider.
¿Ya no lo ocupas o todavía lo ocupas?
As of right now, no, I could take a good amount here. There you go. I'll give you your tally mark right now too. The guys who are here to use, guys. Spider. Check. Drew. Check. Atoli as well. Check. If I'm missing anyone else, let me know. I'm gonna need candy in class. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, bro didn't bring enough to share. That's like the first rule. 3 quarters for Gryffindor. Yeah, I'm planning on doing like I said, a big painting of subscribers, and if you have a lifetime of like 30 tallies, you're automatically gonna be added to that painting. Just to let you guys know. I think so far we have like maybe like 4 people with over 30 tallies or 30 tallies in total. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do the painting though. So it's big for some. Oral Farm Plus. How many times I got again? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27. Yeah, 28. And I still have to add, if you were there during the Jackbox stream, I still gotta add those tallies as well. So it's not fully up to date. Six minutes, I better hurry, I start running. And also you don't have to spend any tallies for the subscriber painting. You'll just be automatically added into it. I really want to make this gnome look kind of weird, because so far all the ones I've done have looked weird. My Kaka pirate, the turtle I made, the sheriff, 6 points from Joy for the Drew saying to take off 6 points from you.
¿Por qué?
For the Alfredo Olive answer.
Pero si sí es un
But
cantante.
it's Alfredo Olivas and he's a singer. Take off 6 points. I got that one early today. Oh, that's nice. 1 hour earlier. Joe the lone gnome. But he's not alone. He has Joy's painting a counterpart. No one liked your answer of the Alfredo Olivas though.
Yo también sé que pues nadie la conocía, supongo.
Yeah, no one knows who it is. Which makes sense. clear this off. There we go. What is we at? Ooh, 2. Yeah, so 8 more subs. 8 more subs for the 800. Where's my paper? I had one here. Sorry. Is he a religious figure? No, he's a singer. Alfredo Olivas is a singer, a famous Mexican singer. I think for once I might later. I'm Spider. I think for once I might win joy in the painting.
¿Qué estás seguro si te está fea?
I'm just saying I think I might win. Bye, Spider. You should be suggestive more to the masses. I feel like the consistency should be. I know, right? I should be I'm super consistent, but it's all right. Oh, more I didn't tell you, but one time some guy joined in, and I was like, "This is shit." That guy like, "This is shit," but keep practicing. I was like, "Thank you."
Gracias.
I was like, "I appreciate the honest feedback." Good to me because I didn't want to show my face. First they're being nice, then they're like, "Okay, show your face," and I show a picture of my face, like a drawing, and they're like, "No, that doesn't count. Your actual face." And they got mad. They're like, "You suck. Your drawings suck." This and that. And then it got timed out by Greg, I think, or by we. I think we timed him out actually. Good. Try to keep on like focusing this. But it's all good, you know. You get trolls and they're all always want to see a reaction. Yeah, the trolls don't bother me at all. Sometimes I go along with it or pretend, you know, like, "Aw, you hurt my feelings." No, but they don't affect me whatsoever.
Oh, quiere caber en la...
Lucky I don't get too many trolls. In total, maybe like 10. I'm thinking I should do his hat. I should do like a blue or purple. Am I doing another contest? Yeah, another like art contest. The one that you already submitted to. I'm thinking of doing it like weekly, or like bi-weekly, depending what the prompt is. That way it gives people another way to get more tally marks. I'm trying to make it like easy for people to get tally marks, so they don't necessarily have to grind, you know, joining my streams or whatever. A little phthalo blue, a little Prussian blue, some cadmium yellow, titanium white. Tomorrow's Tally Thursday. Or should I do that? If you join on Thursdays, you get double points. What do you think about? Should I do that? Tally Thursday. If you join on Thursdays, you get an extra point, an extra tally. What do you guys think? Should I do that Tally Thursday? Whatever the masses say. Wait, is yours sitting? No, he's standing. What about like community posts like just a simple question related to art or music, and whoever comments that is a frequent viewer, I'm gonna check at the tally. I don't know. So obviously, one way to get tally marks would be joining up the live stream. That's one. Being in here for more than an hour gets you another one. You know, joining the Discord, TikTok, Instagram, you know, join all those places. That's two. If you send something you created on Discord, you get another two. Participate in the challenge, you get another two for participating. Plus whoever wins gets extra 5. And I was thinking maybe if you do like some fan art, you get another 4 or maybe 5. Trying to encourage people to draw and also get my name out there. Fuck. I painted a little bit. But I do kind of like the idea of Tally Thursday. You guys need to join PhantomsJoy stream. She's all alone. Don't worry, I'm watching you. I'm supporting you, okay? I know my sister-in-law, when I was talking to her once, she told me like, oh, you should give double points or extra points for reoccurring viewers.
For a special fucking wedding.
Mm-hmm. How would someone do fan art? Well, anything related to a channel. Like, I don't know, maybe if you do graffiti, write my name, graffiti style. Or you could do a drawing of me any type of way. Anything related to my channel, I guess. Yesterday was my final day at school. After all this time, this harmonious occasion is ruined somewhat by the fact that I have 2 exams in 2 weeks, which are extremely difficult. Is that the... Oh, let me check. Can it be? It is the original BG. That's an triple duper quadruple OG right there. What a BG. After 14 long years, don't worry, it'll be glorious, you know, leaving school. Damn, I haven't seen you around here in quite some time besides the comments that you'll be leaving. Shout out to BG, he's been here since I think 50 subs. Back when I was just a wee lad, not even engaged. Now I'm engaged and I'm streaming with the love of my life next to me. Mm-hmm. I can't see. I'm trying to keep on focusing on it. Sorry. Original mod there. It's crazy, you know. At like 50 subs or so. Hi, Niv Art. How's it going? 50 subs when I was doing Subnautica, playing video games. BG was there helping me navigate. You're making me feel... I feel old. my tally system, BG. Even though this is your first time joining in forever, you know what I'm gonna do? 20 tallies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 tallies for him. Why look at me like that? Joe is not happy I did that. He's an OG. Him and CG, which he actually I was talking to him a little bit in the Discord yesterday. He was saying that he finished boarding school and he left India. Premium tallies, exactly. Step aside, Atoli. Here comes royalty. Honestly, if it wasn't for him, I would have never passed Subnautica, the game. He pretty much told me how to pass it. I was a dumbass and I got lost so many times. Good times. There's a new one coming out. Subnautica 2. So let's go with this one. There we go. Crazy. Time flies. And then I had another OG scout join in a couple months ago. But his story was crazy though. ¿Verdad? Scout's story was crazy. That he tried to commit suicide.
Yeah.
You don't remember me telling you? Yeah. I don't know if you remember Scout BG, but he joined maybe like 2 months ago after years, and he was just saying that he went into depression and tried to commit suicide but failed, and now he's kind of like traveling the world finding his place. Bless you. ¿Mande?
Ni idea.
No?
Pero no suena para nada la historia.
Yeah, that's what he said. That what happened to him. He was like engaged to a girl, but they broke up, and he ended up like becoming depressed and tried to commit suicide, but failed. And then he went to like a mental hospital, and that's where he found God.
Ok, de eso Dios me suena un poquito más.
Yeah, so now he's like really religious. Now I remember. That's sad. He's alive though. He's alive in a better place now. He said he tried to commit suicide. He went to he was at a time in a mental institute, and at that time he found God. So now he's very religious. It's crazy. Well, I hope you'll be able to join one of my Jackbox streams. Maybe this week or next week. I'll make a community post. Yeah, the guys who's on the missionary. Yeah, him, Scout. He's also like a OG, not as OG as BG though, but still pretty OG. And it's crazy because I think he found me like at 3 or 4 in the morning playing video games when he used to work at Starbucks or something like that. I think he said he was like stuck in his car during like a snowstorm or something, and he was scrolling like YouTube and he saw my stream and like Kept them company. Can you imagine that? True story. I kept the guy company in his car while he was stuck because there was like too much snow. So he was just like watching me play Skyrim. I thought that's another guy. The lore goes crazy. It does. Good times. Usually I didn't have time for these streams, but even when I did, to be honest, I'm not very interested in painting. It's all good. So I'm glad you took it up because it's very unique compared to the millions. I appreciate that. A game streamer is, and it's clearly where your passion and creativity is. I mean, I still want to do gaming. I just been more into painting and such. I've always wanted to do like a painting channel or like a art channel. That was my main thing I wanted to do from like the very beginning, but I just never actually started it. Like it was like I don't know how to set it up and everything, so I'm just gonna do gaming. Oblivion remake? Should I play Oblivion remake? I don't have the money though, but I'll play it for sure. I love Skyrim. Or the new Doom game. I don't think I've ever played the Doom game. Can I show yours? No. Okay.
Pero no está preparado. Ni sabes qué es, ¿verdad?
Nope. Spider-Man?
Papá Pitufo. Pero me equivoqué.
Oh.
Le puse azul blanca y roja.
Yeah, I'm like, you're painting everything blue.
No, al revés. Okay.
Some games I would want to play on stream would be the remake of Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Delta, maybe Oblivion, Subnautica, the new one that's gonna come out, GTA, Spider-Man. I haven't played Spider-Man, the new one, Spider-Man 2. But, I appreciate you still being here, BG, and not unsubscribing. I should make a painting for BG and mail it to him. By the time GTA 6 comes out, you're already going to have a newborn taking the whole new generation. Hey, Wheat, how's it going? Why the shocked face? Yeah, that's crazy. GTA was gonna come out this month, and now it's got pushed back a whole year. I'm gonna name our kid Atoli.
¿Atole? Atole. Y la niña Tamal.
Yeah, we got some dinosaurs in the background as well. I got a Stegosaurus and a T-Rex, and Joy has a Triceratops and a, what is that? The long neck, I forgot. Bronchosaurus. I told you put Smurfnome. What's that? I told you? That's what you put. Es un pitufo? Es un pitufo.
No, literal, sí es un pitufo.
Bronchosaurus, yeah. My tooth is hurting so bad. Or yeah, it's something with the B. Bisaurus, Bipedal. Your tooth is hurting? The only way to remedy it is
No agarres agua con sal.
no?
Te envenenan.
You know, if you have kind of like a tooth is hurting a bit, they say get some warm water with a bit of salt in it, right? Mix it up and then gargle it. Do not swallow the salt water, okay? Just put it in your mouth and kind of like gargle it around, swish it back and forth, and then spit it. Do not drink the water, and it should like help a bit. Should relieve some of the pain. But I'm not a doctor.
El mío no agarra el rojo. No lo agarra.
I don't think you can wash it off. You might ruin it. If you want this to have other paints that might be stronger.
No, se supone que sí.
And it also work for bad breath. Yeah, you can try it out. Like I said, just don't drink the water. Just it has to be warm water mixed with salt, and then just gargle it and spit it out. And if you don't believe me, just look up online, and it will say the same thing. So it's not like I'm not joshing you here. Joy went to go wash off her gnome because she didn't like how it was coming out. What the fuck? I like it. What is your inspiration for it? In Greece, we just name kids after their grandparents. Everyone is Demetrius or James and Costas and Michaels. I just think that it's totally for Totally right now. Now I want to name my kid if I have a son.
Eric.
Not Eric. I want to name him after myself. I want to make him a junior. So he's gonna be first, last name, and junior. Because at least me personally, I haven't really met anyone with my name. Although Joy knows like 3 or 4 people with my name. But I just never met anyone with my name. I think only once in my entire life I met someone with the same name as me. That's a good idea. I could do that. What up, cats? Kent? What? Dude, you're awake? What are you doing up so early? Junior is one of the most common names. Yeah, but he's gonna be a junior because he has my first and last name. So that automatically makes him a junior. So his name is not actually gonna be a junior. It'll be my name, but he just becomes a junior.
No sé, pero yo no le pienso decir junior.
I was like be junior.
No, sí, pero yo no le pienso decir como tu mamá y mi hermana, ¿no? Oh, junior para.
You wanna count his first last name as you? So I haven't met anyone with I think only one person. Someone with my first name, I met like one person. Well, actually 2 now. Your cousin too. So I met 2 people with my first name and 0 people with my last name. Obviously, besides my brother. I'm just him. I'm just unique like that. Phantom Jr. 100%. Just woke up and had to have a big. Just woke up and went to have a cig. It's 4:20 a.m. here. Wake and bake. 1, 2, 3. I'm learning Spanish. This was fucked. El beeper. Beep 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 beep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beep 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 beep. Esta es una buenísima rola. What you guys know about that song?
sí se puso, mira. Aunque es que está azul, el azul es muy fuerte.
Can I show it now?
Enseña lo tuyo.
Here. This.
Enseña el tuyo.
I am. Here's mine. I want to show yours.
No.
Joy doesn't want to show you. Joy doesn't let me show hers. Can't talk. Go to my YouTube page. Check my community notes post and see Joy's live stream there. She's lonely. BS10. Catra? Catra? Joy's lonely, guys. She's all by herself. She has one viewer. Go send send your support. What does halal mean? Halal? Isn't it like some, I don't know, it's like good, right? It's like I don't know, organic or some shit like that. I'm not sure exactly. See? Okay. Here you go. What paint is it? You don't see? Oh, my bad.
Según yo son pitufos.
No, what paint is it?
¿Cómo que sí?
What paint is it? What paint is it? What paint are you using?
No sé. Un azul, no sé.
I thought you don't. What?
Estoy más dormida que despierta, así que no me critiques.
8? 8 is 8.
Me gusta tu azul. Muy brillante. Probablemente será ese. Creo que agarré el bajito.
Kent is asking what's happening on this side of the table. We're like super close. Like you can see my hand. We're like super close.
La verdad no sé qué está pasando ni con mi vida, no sé.
Acrylic. This video debunks. Debunks, huh? Yeah, these are acrylic paints. I have acrylic, oils, watercolors. I think a few a few tubes of gouache. As well. Wheat said Mrs. Eric. You're Mrs. Eric now.
No.
I want to be Eric, and I can be Mrs. Eric.
No.
It's the way she goes.
Me molesta ya que ya ves que alguien en mi familia se llama Eric.
It's the way she fucking goes. I'm already on season 7 of Trailer Park. So who do you guys think is winning so far in this painting? My gnome or Joy's?
What do you mean to me?
I always wondered, what's the running water sound in the background? Do you have a river running through your house?
Sí.
Actually,
somos ricos, ¿verdad?
Yeah, I'm actually rich like that, so I have a custom river in my house. Both are good, to be honest. No, it's my fish tank. I have a fish tank right in front of me. If you check one of my YouTube shorts, you'll see I uploaded a short with a little lobster I have, or crayfish, or crawdad. You know, different names depending where you are. It's a 55-gallon tank with a few fishes in there. It's actually a big fountain he has made outside his mansion. Yeah, dude, I've been making so much money off of YouTube. I bought my first mansion. Mansion tour coming soon. You bums. Nah, maybe that's too much. Maybe that's too much. I made a whole $2 off of YouTube. Fish tank is not famous in Asia. You guys don't have fish tanks? You guys have fish tables. I've seen some of those on Instagram, where it's literally like a coffee table with a little river in it, and everyone in the comments is always mad because the coffee table is not big enough for the fishes that they add, and it's true. Coffee table with like 10 goldfish with like just barely enough water to cover the fish's top fin. So what are you planning on doing at BG? What's the next step? Next chapter?
Siempre quito la pintura.
Monday?
Yo siempre le quito la pintura.
Yeah, you have to go over like 3 or 4 times with the blue to get like the way that I have it.
Es que digamos un ejemplo, ¿no? Ahí quedó ese blancuzco, ¿no? Lo doy así, le tapo, de repente pum, despinto acá como.
Yeah, you gotta go over like a couple times to make sure it sticks. Ever see The Simpsons where the guy has fish in his disco shoes? Have you seen that one?
No.
I don't know. Joy has really good memory, and it's annoying. Cause sometimes we were watching Mock in the Middle a couple years ago from the beginning, and you know the episode was such like, oh, that's this episode where this and this happens. I'm like, you ruined it for me. She's like, you don't remember this episode? This happens and this happens. Like, I'm like, no, you don't have bad memory. Really, you don't remember this plot line and this and this? What's the point of watching the show now when I have you?
Greg.
Yeah. Hey, Greg. I showed Joey the drawing you're doing of the wife for the Caca pirate. Her first quote unquote fan art. I was never much of a Simpsons guy. Remember the episode where the guy in the wheelchair make a robot suit to beat up Reese?
Bueno, es que yo no fui tanto de los Simpsons, la verdad. Yo no. A mí dime de los. ¿Cómo era? ¿Thundercats?
Thundercats?
Ese sí los miré.
También
miré a Goku.
The Stevie when he makes a robot suit to beat up Reese. Remember that one?
Sí.
I don't.
Que Reese se metió en el hielo para según. Como esto, desmovilizarlo. Y poder pelear igual, pero el otro le salió con el robot y le metió una putiza de su vida.
And Greg said real. I don't know. They just put real. I want to study linguistics, preferably in Athens, but if that's not possible, there are many nice cities after that. I have no idea. I'll go wherever life takes me. It's the way she blows. I wish you good luck in your ventures. And what exactly do you mean like by linguistics? You be like an interpreter, translator? Sorry, I'm stupid, man. That's why I'm here on YouTube painting.
Y no en una carrera.
Yeah, that's why I don't have a real job. Let's see what to make the robe. What? I don't have a real job? ¿Qué pasó? No pueden saber que tenemos un negocio, amor. ¿Ok? Es un secreto. Or maybe she was saying cute because of the drawing in the background. Maybe. Who knows? But Joy also.
She knows.
Joy did her challenge and she uploaded her challenge. Fuck, let's go with that one, I guess. No, I was thinking of what to make the color. The robe.
Como dura un ratito en secarse, entonces agarro una y agarro otra. Y después voy con la otra y le doy así la pasada.
Here's my old art. I'm gonna get new acrylic paints because these are running out. Cat squid lady. It's a cattlepuss. A catpussy. Not a squid, it's an octopus. Let me see what Wheat sent. God damn, he's done a bunch of art. Let's show some of his art. Harry Potter? Oh, I like that one. Is this, what was that one show called?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer? Naruto, I think.
Creo que sí.
I think it's Naruto.
No, Naruto, pues, pero uno de los de esos.
Gojo? That was pretty good.
No, sí, pero no conozco, digamos.
I don't know, but that one's really good. Why drawing him naked men, huh? That one's pretty good too.
Pero bien que no mira, ¿verdad?
Among Us, oh, you're doing probably that one challenge, like realistic, neon, pixel.
Ay. Ay, querida.
I'm guessing this one's a original character, maybe. 7 subs left for 800. So close. Oh, an apple. Is this One Punch Man? Pretty sure it is. Saitama? Spider-Man? Oh, there you go. I think my favorite one would be this one here. Did you fuck up?
No.
Then?
Creo que estoy loca, no sé.
Why?
Según yo había pintado este verde.
Anyone watching Joy's stream? She said she painted something green.
Aquí está. Y según yo pinté este palo verde.
Here, let me go back. Apparently she painted something green. Good apple, good one, Punch Man. Yeah, it took next season 3. For me, it's hard to see. My fucking phone is screwed up. I don't know. Apparently,
Voy a buscar ese.
check. If you guys are able to check, apparently Joy painted this green,
Aquí tengo la pintura.
and she has the paint there, but
Ya
maybe you
no sé.
didn't use it.
Yo me acuerdo que sí. Es la cosa que me acuerdo que sí.
'Cause I don't see any green here,
No, pero yo tampoco.
unless you painted the hand.
¿La qué?
The hand.
No, según yo fue el palito, pero digo, no, no sé.
I don't know.
Voy a buscarlo porque sí, ya me sentí loca.
Yeah, apparently Joy painted that green, and there's no green on hers. Ready for another ghost story? Number 10. Joy paints something green and doesn't show up. She was doing a live stream and she painted the leaf green. But 2 minutes later, she didn't see it no more. Number 8. You know who always does that? No. Number 5. Let me go back, read this. Cage may have been spoken in Europe 7,000 years ago. I'm especially interested in one evolution of writing systems. This one, different person, critical art. So, when this painting means someone is stupid, but yes, I would like to become a translator. That would be nice. But linguistic is any state of language, is how Latin evolved from Spanish to what it is. Sorry, I reversed the message. Is all good. What's a flower so green is good? Talking like daily dose. Okay.
¿Cómo se llaman para
I always
ustedes?
hated the 20 letter. ¿Mande?
¿Cuáles son las, digamos, en inglés, las personas que hacen eso? Como digo, yo tengo, ¿cómo se llama? De cabeza está Doc no sé qué. ¿Qué otro? ¿Tú también
That-
sabes?
I say I'm dumb not because I'm painting, but it's because I'm just dumb overall. I always hear the 200 limit on YouTube. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but I guess it keeps people from spamming a really long message. Oh fuck, painted my finger.
¿Por qué los colores se miran bien y los se miran de caca?
I'm going over like 2 or 3 times.
Porque mira, digamos, tu verde bien verde. Y él se lo comió el cucuy.
Well, I'm not sure because maybe because I add a little bit of water.
Yo no quiero ¿eh? Lo voy a tirar. Hace magia, hace brujería.
Number 4. During a live stream session, Joe is painting a gnome, and she said it blinked at her.
No me acaban y tiene ojos.
Now, she leaves it on 24/7 with the camera pointing at the gnome. Cause each time she goes to sleep, she swears she hears it moving. And then you see like a really bad like video just like that.
Sí.
Manga is way ahead. When I was gonna get OP, it'd be nothing for his team. I never seen that show at all. You hate your internet? Wait till that green disappears. Shut up, dude. That's what Ken said. Wait till that green disappears.
No, es que es en serio. Y lo voy a buscar.
She's gonna look for it. Because she says she painted it.
Lo pinté. Esto nada más. Esto. Y estoy segura. No estoy loca.
Here's the story of the missing green. They say if you paint a gnome at 12 a.m. and you use green, it randomly disappears. But what do you guys think? You gotta use like that annoying ass voice.
Pero el teléfono, es que estoy segura. No puedo estar en paz. No puedo estar en
You
paz.
could try to, but like I said, it's kind of hard. Just
Está en...
look really closely. Oil painting makes you hallucinate. We're not using oils. We're using acrylic. Fuck. Keep on painting myself. I think I have the top 10 voice down right. I can make myself a top 10 YouTube channel and just use that voice. Top 10 storytellers. Number 1, Atoli. What is your favorite medium? So far, I'm enjoying watercolors. This is like the only time I'm actually using kind of acrylics, although I kind of want to try it for actual painting. Pencil is pretty fun too. My regular lead pencil. What about you? What's your favorite medium? One of these days I'm gonna use clay. Have clay. I'm telling you, you can't do it with mine, 'cause mine's fucking sucks.
Voy a ver la tele, porque es que estoy segura.
Joy's gonna go check on the TV to see if she can find it when she used the green. She's adamant that she used green on the gnome.
Es que no estoy loca.
She's not crazy.
A ver aquí, a ver cómo se pone.
I didn't see any green painting, says Kent.
Ahí las tengo. La chiquita ahí está,
Okay.
digamos, desviada.
I don't even see, but
Y es poquita porque nomás
there's a
la
little
poné.
bit of green here that she used, and you can see that it's kind of like smudged. So she did use it at one point or another, maybe.
Según yo.
I'd like to try airbrush or spray paints. It's nice. Right? Acrylic is easy to wash off your hands, just a little scrape. Exactly. Those videos where everyone in 2016 managed to get rid of them. Those videos were annoying. Annoying as voice too. They all have any top 10 like scary freaking YouTube channel have annoying voices. Joy watches them in Spanish and it's annoying. And then sometimes they show like quote unquote real videos, and then they show like ones that are obviously fake, but they still show it. My favorite medium so far is graphite pencils, but I'm trying charcoal. Which eventually I'm gonna do a giveaway, and I'm gonna give away some art supplies. I'm gonna give away a box of brand new acrylic paints with some brushes. Maybe give away a sketchbook. Maybe some pencils, pens, markers. Who knows? I will do that at 1,000 subs. So stay tuned for that.
Mira, sí pinté verde.
Hold up. Apparently she found it.
Verde.
What? Go play it.
No quiere decir no. Okay. Pues es la apertura.
Was this before you washed it off?
No me acuerdo, pero sí pinté verde. Eso sí.
No, I think this was before you washed it off.
Pero te digo, sí pinté verde.
Okay.
No estoy loca.
Here. Let me see.
¿Vas a enseñar?
Yeah. Okay, so she did find it. She did paint it green.
Pero tú creo que es cuando lo lavé. Pero sí pinté verde.
Let's see. There you go. Oh, go back. Right there. There you go. See, green.
Pero con la voz, con la voz.
There you go. She did paint it green, and now it's gone.
Y que dije, no estoy loca. Lo pinté. Ya puedo dormir en paz.
We can now rest in peace. So yeah, she did paint it green. So apparently that was before she washed it off because no, she washed it off
Sí.
because she painted it. Let me see real quick. You have a chance. So she originally painted the red as blue.
Sí me equivoqué.
She painted it blue because she wanted to do like Papa Smurf, right, from Smurfs. But she messed up and she put the robe blue, and she realized she messed up, so she went with red, and looked bad, so she washed it off, and at the same time she washed off the green. So she painted it green, but then washed off all the paint to like redo it, and that's when the green got smudged off. But see, there was green added to it. But we should make a whole ass edit and be like, it was there and now it's gone.
No, for views.
And they don't have voices to play the same sound effects and music. Conspiracy debunked. The dome isn't haunted. Do you have more ghost story? I have a ghost. Yeah. Ghost story time. Joy has some with proof. She has. Oh, we don't have it. I
Está en el teléfono.
think you sent to me. You sent to me, right? Where?
No me acuerdo.
Instagram
No me acuerdo.
or Joy has some ghost stories, and she has a picture with a ghost, or a ghost of a ghost.
Selfie.
Yeah. I just gotta see if I can find the picture. 'Cause I think she sent it to me. I just don't know where exactly. And she can't like look it up because it's on her phone, but she's using her phone to live stream. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Can't find it. It doesn't take too long to look for.
¿No vi en Instagram?
It was your old one, most likely, and there's a bunch of fucking messages sent there. Did she wash it off, or was it a ghost? You decided in the comments. Exactly. Trying to think, what ghost story have you guys not heard? Better say, what ghost stories have you heard? That way I could tell you a different one.
Se supone que es contado la de la puerta.
Yeah, because I said the same ones, but I'm not sure who's heard what. So I've told the one with the Pepsi can, right? The Power Ranger one, the clown.
Si quieres cuéntalas todas de nuevo, pero los que ya contaste trata de contarlas como al punto, no como de yo tenía tantos años y traía estos calzones, como ya al punto.
Yeah, so I told the Pepsi one, the clown one, and the Power Ranger one. I'm not sure who has heard what. Hey, Create and Relate, how's it going? I have a few other ghost stories, but I'm not sure which ones you guys have heard before. Wheat, I feel I'll give you your tally mark. I'll go Kent as well. Well, I could tell you one of my sleep paralysis stories. I mean, it is scary. You guys want to hear a ghost story or one of my sleep paralysis experiences?
Go.
You know, because I be getting sleep paralysis kind of frequently.
Mejor se los cuento yo porque les den risa.
And there was one, I think maybe a month ago? I woke up Joy. Cause I was like, it was something like that. I was like freaking groaning. And I was like, I feel bad for Joy because she has to deal with my sleep paralysis-ness. What time is it there? For me, it's 12:49 a.m. What about you? Sleep paralysis? That goes put you in a chokehold? Alright, we'll do a sleep paralysis story. This one happened
today.
No, not today. This was in around 2019, maybe 2020. Between 2019 and 2021. You know, sit down, grab your popcorn, but grab before you sit down.
What
happened? Yeah, sometimes it accidentally goes up and down. Alright, so yeah, get ready for this sleep paralysis story. It might spook you. So this happened in around 8:48 a.m.
¿Cuál es ese? ¿Es este?
Which one? Yeah. 2019, 2020. It was a night like tonight. Yeah, so it was around 2019 to maybe 2020. This happened around night. Thank you. That's it. Now for reals. It was around, I don't know, maybe 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I'm not sure exactly what time it was. But it was late at night. I went to sleep early. My brother stayed awake for a bit. You know, we were sleeping in the same room because we're poor. And I remember just kind of randomly waking up. And I saw a figure. Well, not a figure. I saw a hand. I saw a skinny, very skinny and small hand. It looked like the hand of like a girl. But like really skinny. And my bed is like right up against the wall. Right? So let's say, let me draw this out for you real quick. But you know, I had, this is the room. My bed was here and my brother's bed was here. So I was like sleeping with my head here like that. My brother was over here like this. And the wall's here, and I saw like a skinny hand kind of like reaching out trying to grab me. I need to sneeze. It's gonna ruin the immersion. Excuse me. You heard this story? Sorry, Kent. So yeah, I saw this. I woke up randomly in the middle of the night with this skinny hand trying to grab me, and I saw it, and I thought to myself, like, you motherfucker, you're not gonna grab me today. I'm gonna grab you. So I try to grab it. What?
Es que imagino estoy. Ay.
No, okay, yeah, cause I'm like, nah, I'm gonna grab you and I'm gonna see what the fuck is, you know, is behind this hand. And as it's, kind of getting closer to me, I'm like trying with all my might to move and like, thank you, Crate. I was like moving with all my might, trying to grab this mysterious black hand, and the closer I got to it, it just randomly disappeared. And right when it disappeared, that's when, like, I was able to move. And when my brother kind of like woke up and he looked at me like all mad, like, the fuck you doing? I'm like, you didn't see that shit? He's like, no, there's nothing there. I'm like, there was something right there. And he was just like mad, and I was like, fine, whatever. And then I stayed awake for a few minutes after that. Got my phone, turned on the flashlight, looked underneath my bed. I'm like, what the fuck was here? What was trying to grab me, huh? What was trying to take me to the bottom side of my bed? And yeah, obviously I didn't find anything at all. That's an attitude I wish I had. Don't we all? I don't know if I was brave or just stupid. Calling the ambulance, not for me, but for the, but fuck yeah. I once had a nightmare. Somebody grabbed my ankle. That was not a nightmare. That was an intruder. That was a B&E. Are you sure you weren't having heavily sleep deprived or anything like that? Nah, I'm pretty sure it was sleep paralysis. Because usually when that happens, you aren't able to like scream or move, and I wasn't able to like scream or move. I was trying to like this is my house, kind of like trying to move it like to grab it, and at the same time I was trying to like call out to my brother, but I couldn't talk. I was just like, and I tell him I'm like, you didn't hear me fucking yelling your name? He's like, no, you weren't doing nothing. Like, you weren't saying shit. I was like, whatever. Bro, can't the ankle ghost? That's right, I got my ankles pulled once. I had my wee lad legs taken out from the bed. Never again. Yeah, that's a death wish. You just want to get freaking taken. Here you go, maybe you could poke it with that. And then weeks, one day I woke up and my head got stuck at the hole between the bed and the wall. Oh no, he got his head stuck between the hole in the wall. Poor Wheat. It was hard for him to get out. It was probably the ghost. See, the ghost was successful in taking you, but it didn't take me. Sorry, I laughed a little bit too hard. I can just imagine like you wake up and your head's like between the wall and the freaking bed. Like, how does that even happen? I think Alex told me he was having like a vivid dream, and he was punching in his dream, and he actually punched the wall in real life. Sounds scary. That's not. I'll say it now too. That's not the end of the story, because I'm not sure it was before or after, but my older brother, I remember one time I woke up with him like looking underneath my bed. Yo, it's a little you. There he is, Alex. It's a little you. Fuck you. Or maybe it's me. I don't know. Are you calling me a gnome? I've never experienced sleep paralysis. Luckily, I've only heard about it from the internet. In fact, well, there was one time I thought a dog suddenly barked behind my head when I slept, but I don't think that counts. I never slept walk. I got sleep paralysis 2 times this month, I believe. Yeah, this month. I got sleep paralysis like 2 times. And so one time when I think it was last month, and I was like dreaming that I was like fighting a ghost, and the ghost like picked me up, and I was just like yelling in my dream like, ah! But in real life I was just like, I have insomnia, but it's not as cool as. If I think insomnia is better than sleep paralysis, it sucks. But I'm kind of used to it. At first I was scared of it, but now just like,
Qué bueno, bien por ti.
ah shit, here we go again. But like I said, my brother does that. I'm not sure if this was before or after, but I remember one time waking up in the middle of the night to my brother like looking underneath my bed with like his phone flashlight and just making a bunch of noise. And I was like, woke up just kind of like annoyed, like what the fuck is he doing? And I just went back to sleep. And pretty much like the next day, he tells me like, oh, you know, I heard something underneath your bed moving. And he was trying to figure out what the hell that it was coming from. And apparently what he heard was like, I had like a little money jar underneath my bed. He heard that move, but the money jar was pretty heavy since it was like full of a bunch of coins. Looked pretty nice. And I moved it like maybe like a couple of days later, a week later. I'm like, damn, this freaking jar is heavy. There's no way it moved by itself. You know, something had to physically move the money jar to make what he was hearing. Plus, the apartment that I used to live in was haunted. People have died there. I always wake up and when I die in a dream. I've died in a few times in my dreams and stayed asleep. I had to sleep for a few years where it was constant. Rip. What were you seeing, Kent, or were you just paralyzed and not seeing anything weird? Maybe you farted too hard. You never know, man. When I was with my ex, he grabbed hold of my head and headbutted me and kicked me, and he told me he was having a dream and about practicing kung fu. At the time, I just accepted it. But now I wonder. That's fucked up. Yeah, I don't think he was dreaming. He grabbed you and headbutted you and kicked you.
Por accidente tú estabas soñando que me engañabas y se hizo realidad.
That's crazy work right there. That's diabolical. Who is chosen the activity? Most of the thing, just paralyzed. Yeah, usually when I get sleep paralysis, I don't like to keep my eyes open because then I'm gonna might seeing shit, even though I know it's fake. I just don't want to see anything. So I just kind of keep my eyes closed and I try to wake myself up. But I hate it when I get sleep paralysis and I wake up and I'm able to move and I close my eye for like 2 seconds and then I get it again. Like it's happened a couple times to me where I get sleep paralysis, I snap out of it, close my eyes, get it again, snap out of it, get it again, and like it's horrible. I was asleep. I swear I don't remember caving your skull in. We went from sleepwalking to sleep karate. That's crazy. That's crazy work. I don't think I've ever done anything like that in my sleep. Have I done anything in my sleep? Like punching or moving or anything like that?
Nomás brincar como pescado fuera del agua.
Apparently I just like jump like a fish that's out of water. That's all I do. Rather keep the monsters at bay and shut eyes. Exactly. One time I got freaking a couple years ago. I got freaked out because I saw like big ass spiders like crawling up to me and a little girl. This was when we were living with your sister. You know, I was living with Joy and her sister at her sister's house, and that place was also haunted because it was built on top of a graveyard. So I went from living in a haunted apartment to living in apartments built on top of a graveyard. And now we're living in an apartment where where someone passed away. Everywhere I lived, there has been death. When my daughter was little, she used to have night terrors. They were scary. Bro flops around like a dead fish when he sleeps. I do, but only when I have sleep paralysis. I'm trying to wake myself up. Once I had a nightmare and I was building. I was in building tripping over. That's the phantom part of your name? Exactly. What exactly is sleep terrors? Is that when people like wake up screaming or something like that? And I kept trying to grab all the stuff, but waited too long to escape and slid out the window. When I fall from top in dreams, I quickly move in real life. Yeah. Sometimes I actually like fall down or I get stabbed in my dreams. You know how many times I got killed in my dreams? Like I've been stabbed, shot. I fall into my death. Dude, one time I had like a really vivid dream. It was super vivid. Me and Joy were sleeping, right? And in my dream, I felt like someone hit me in the head with a baseball bat. And when I woke up, I did get hit in the head. Not with the baseball bat. I got hit in the head with a hammer. Let me explain. All right, let me explain. So, I don't know how it happened. All right, but basically, how was it?
Lo dejaste arriba de la cama y la burbuja se subió.
No, but I think we're facing like outside. Our head was near the door.
¿Cómo así?
So you know, like this, right? Here's the door, and here's the bed. I think our head was here.
Del otro lado, donde siempre.
Yeah, that's better. What do you mean, a hammer? Joe was dreaming about building something. I had a super weird dream. My mom died in that dream. That's not weird. That's just sad. No, so apparently, you know, I had a hammer on top of my. I'm not sure if it was on top of the headboard, because our bed has like a little, little cabinets, and like a little shelf on top. I think it was over here. I'm pretty sure it was over here, Ahmad. I think it was over here. Somehow, the point is, I had a hammer near my head, because I forgot what I was doing with the hammer, and one of our cats, Bubbles, the one with blue eyes. I'm not sure how she did it, but she somehow threw the hammer to my head, and then she woke me up. And I just remember like looking at Joy like, damn, I had a weird dream. Like someone hit me in the head, and she was just like, "Are you okay? Like you just got hit in the head with a hammer." I was like, "Oh, it's not a dream." that shit was real. The special effects are too good. She woke and screamed all the time, but she's asleep, so you can't calm her until she was awake. I was ready to call the ambulance the first couple of times because I thought she was in pain. That must be scary to experience, like the first time. Let's see, what can I do? Ooh, you almost dropped it. Oh, was there a hammer above your head? I didn't really catch what you explained. I don't remember exactly what I was doing. What was I doing with the hammer? I think I had put up some shelves, not some shelves. Some picture frames up on the wall. I hung them up and I just left the hammer near my head for whatever reason. The freaking cat somehow, I think it was in front of me. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but pretty much the freaking the cat
Tried to kill you.
tried to kill me, I guess. Have you guys ever seen a clock in a dream? I think so. I used to sleepwalk and I do stupid things while I was asleep. I never experienced sleepwalking.
I know.
Or know anyone that does or has. ¿Mimis?
No sé. No sé, me gustaría como medio hacer puntitos, pero no sé qué color podría ser el puntito. Maybe blue, maybe.
For like a while, I tried to train myself so I could have lucid dreams. So I'll try to like, recognize you know, certain patterns.
I think you can. Do yo de qué color le pongo puntitos. Es que no sé, como que el gorro se me hace muy plain. Y los
You can try to make them dark gray and make like little folds, like that.
Y va a ser puntitos.
También eso. There is no sense of time in Dream. Yeah. And Shitty Things, Benka does a clock dream bullshit. Never seen Stranger Things. And I tried to because Insidious apparently you can go off the far and track demons. Maybe that's why I was attracting demons and ghost experiences happened to me because I was trying to lucid dream. That's if you believe in that stuff. But it kind of sucks. There's been a few times where I know I'm dreaming, and it sucks because usually when I figure out I'm dreaming, I usually wake up pretty soon after that. Tomorrow, our challenge end? Yes. Tomorrow that our challenge ends.
Lo pasé de panzazo.
Bye.
Por lo del arte. Estamos en una cansa.
Let's see what else we're gonna do. Check.
También le hago atrás o atrás no.
Yeah. We're close. We're 7 more subs for 800. I used to see things that wasn't there, and I learned to block them out. Isn't it fun how we all have these horrible experiences? I want to post this piece, but I didn't manage to. Sorry if it, where is it? Seems unrated now. We actually used to be the only country in Europe without any private universities, which is amazing, considering the rest of our state was sold for dirt during the 2008 financial crisis. I don't know, but despite protests to become a lot less, it's only a matter of time before you can undergo it to your first parents like in the US. But I don't want to bore you with politics. I'm not good with politics at all. Like I said, I am very dumb. I'm ignorant. I live in my own little bubble. That's crazy though. No freaking private universities. Joy's looks really nice. The flowers.
Y la mariposita también se mira bonita.
And the butterfly as well.
Ay. Le das tanto reír.
The thing that's annoying about Joy, when someone starts laughing at me, she won't stop. Okay, she'll just continue laughing and laughing and cry. Dude, I showed her a drawing one time, and she was laughing so much and so long she started crying from a drawing I did. You guys want to see the drawing? I watched a thing about a guy with schizophrenia who'd seen people, so he got a dog and people weren't really. Oh, I've seen that video too. You want to see me work on the next portrait? I'll do that on my next stream. I'll for sure work on the next portrait next stream. It was just that beautiful. Dude, she was laughing. She was cracking up so much, and she was legit crying tears. Should I give him Nikes? Should I give him Adidas?
Dale mordida.
Son Reeboks or some Tears of Joy? Exactly. But ¿te vas a dormir, verdad? ¿Dormir?
Probablemente, porque mañana tenemos que ir allá.
We gotta find the fucking shit though.
Huh?
We gotta find the paperwork.
Oh, shit. I have to take a shit.
No, we gotta find that shit. The paperwork to the. I gotta go right now. Peace out, guys. Later, Wheats. Appreciate you being here. Jackbox. Maybe Sunday. Maybe Monday. Maybe Friday.
No, pues wow.
I don't know. I think it's not. I don't think I'll do Sunday though. Cause it's already Thursday. Yeah, if anything, we'll do Jackbox on Friday. Friday, May the 23rd. And about a little bit over a week, we'll do Jackbox, celebrating 800 subs. I'm assuming I'm gonna hit 800 by that time.
Puntitos amarillos. Actually.
I think empaths see and hear things that are not of this world much easier than other people. Maybe Joy, because she's she could see and sense like ghosts. No. I can't wait to go back to sleep and have crazy dreams and sleep paralysis. I hope you get sleep paralysis, Wheat. I hope everyone here gets sleep paralysis, and if they do, you can thank me. Hopefully 800, yeah. We're at 793, so we're close to 800. And I'm gonna celebrate it with Jackbox. It's a fun game. People who join in like it. You're definitely an empath. I'm gonna tell Phantom sent me. Exactly, yeah. I hope you guys get sleep paralysis, and if you do, let them know I sent you. 1 like equals less of a chance of sleep paralysis. Yeah, hit them likes.
¿Cuántos chales para si nos da eso?
If you guys get sleep paralysis, I'll give you 10 tallies. But you can't lie. Damn, I was gonna lie before you said that. 10 tallies to keep the black shiny hand away. You don't want that black hand to come get you, do you?
20 chales y la agarras.
Yeah. So when, 1 like and it'll give you a chance to grab the hand. Maybe I fucked it up. To keep this at random silhouette at bay. It was funny. One time I was talking about sleep paralysis, and that same night I got it. I was like, damn it. Yeah, I got a lot of pain as well. I'm gonna give him some nice Adidas or something. And before things are talked about that something is going on. For example, I know a cousin was pregnant before she took the pregnancy test. She did the test and it was positive. You're crazy. I knew a kid one time in high school. To the teacher, like one day the teacher was a bit like sick or whatever. He's like, "Miss, you're pregnant," and she was like, "No, I'm not." And like a couple weeks later, she's like, "Yeah, I'm pregnant," and he's like, "I told you I was right." And then he got up in front of the class and I started writing on the whiteboard. He was like, "Everyone, what do you guys think is gonna be, boy, girl?" And the kid was like, "I think it's gonna be twins." And the teacher was like, "Shut up, don't say that." And what happened? She had twins. So he was right about the teacher being pregnant and the teacher having twins. Sixth Sense type shit. Dun dun dun. That was crazy. I try to give him some like Nikes or Reeboks. I don't know. I know I was having twins before I went for a skin. You have twins? That's crazy. How's it having twins? Is it as fun as everyone says? You dress them up the same? She hit the photocopier. Beep beep. Looks like Adidas. I'm two. Had triplets. You want triplets, Alex? I want quadruplets.
Shut the fuck up.
No? Alright. Joy wants to be the Octomom. That one lady had like freaking 8 babies.
She will babies.
Man, that's crazy. I put Theo, what the fuck? My Theo. Oh, your Theo had triplets. Yes, twins. Great but hard work. When they were little, now they're just hard work. Yeah, it must be freaking like really hard work trying to raise them, because you gotta buy 2 of everything.
¿Puedo se portar mal? ¿Les pega los dos o no a uno?
Numb got the drip. Phantom baby. Where's the dark green? If you hit one kid, does the other kid feel it? Well, I gotta get new freaking paints. These are all running out. My boy got that drip. Yeah, we'll get him that nice gold necklace. Do they agree on everything or disagree on everything? Boy and girl. Oh damn, that's dope. One of each. Alright, I think Joy's gonna tap out. She's exhausted and tired.
Es que siente aquí rojo. Y acá también. Porque como tengo un imán y estoy agarrando acá.
Joy's not like me. She gets tired. And when she gets tired, she acts drunk. When I get tired and I'm like kind of sleep deprived, I start hallucinating. Man, we got that drip. Now they disagree on everything, but used to be so close. That's sad.
Quiero tienen sus hijos.
Joy's asking what age do they have? Yeah, my boy got that drip on him. You know, saying the mushrooms all day long. Does it look nice for once?
Ay. Perdón.
All dripped out acrylic. Looking fly. This could be you if you sell mushrooms. You smoke with them?
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah, the butterfly looks nice. The butterfly and the...
No, no me digas frío.
The butterfly and the flowers look really nice. They're 18 now? Oh, damn. So they're old. I don't know why, but I thought they were going to be like 7 or 8.
Que no los presente.
I was just assuming like 7, 8-year-olds kind of disagreeing upon everything.
¿Cuántos años tiene? Él.
Who?
Pues el de los hijos.
Señora.
Ella.
No se pregunta.
No, o sea, pues, o sea, porque pensé que eran un poquito menos.
Shroom gnome. To turn teenagers. Must have been sad as a parent. I'd assume. You boys used to be so close together. It's
No
getting
leas tu cosas.
What the fuck? I see you, Greg. I have it here. I'm reading her chat next to me. Look what Greg said. Phantom has that hobo Smurf. Not gonna lie.
No es cierto.
What do you mean hobo? My Smurf is dripped out. He got them at
¿Qué es
Adidas.
eso? ¿Un algo que tiene en la negro o qué es eso? En la nariz.
That's his eyes.
Oh, perdón.
It's his eyes. He got that
Pensé que tenían una.
that 24 karat gold. He got them brand new sneakers. Hasn't even been released yet. Selling shrooms. They both have autism, and my son has ADHD and other things. Ooh, that must be even more difficult. I could just imagine it. Just a kid alone is hard work, and with autism and like ADHD. Honestly, I think Joy has a bit of ADHD.
Oye,
Or maybe ADD.
¿por qué?
Because sometimes you'll be talking to me and you just like randomly say something else. You'll be like,
Mira
yeah.
un gato y no.
Well, I'll be talking to her and she'll be like, oh yes, so I was going over here. Oh, look at the cat. Aww.
Es que si me espero no vas a saberlo, no vas a verlo.
Or sometimes you just like randomly switch the thing. Does I need a lot of work? His eyes? you guys couldn't tell they were his eyes? What do you thought it was? His nostrils? I thought it was his nostrils on his nose. Okay, I'll add some white to fix it up. Here, for those that are not on Joy's stream, let me show you hers.
Un gatote. Te dijo
Single
gato.
parent. I'm a single parent with disabilities, so even more difficult for you.
No es cierto, Didi, no es cierto.
So here's Joy's Smurf. I like the butterfly. Mixing with Pally, I have a freaking knife. And the flowers. The flowers are really nice.
Wait.
And if you're on Joy's stream, she's showing him her cat.
Mi gorda.
Well, our cat. Let me show you real quick.
¿Se mira la carita?
Bea. Man, that was freaking dirty. Bea.
No te quiere. Ahora sí. Ya.
Not you the one.
Mira qué bonito gatito.
Under her chin is the sweet spot to get her to stay still, whatever. Chill Smurf. Yeah, it may look like a cute cat, but she's dishes.
Bonito gatito.
Look at these teeth. Look at piranhas. Sí, mira.
No, papi, te vamos a rasguñar.
Oh, yeah, that's.
El Didi. No, Didi, te va a
I know
rasguñar.
where you put
Te
the
va a
eyes in.
rasguñar.
Yeah. I actually think that maybe he has like a really small head. That's what I like to think.
Te va a rasguñar. Para acá. Te va a rasguñar.
Is that the cat that almost gave you a concussion from your hand into it? No, it was a different cat. That. Let me
Esta
show
te
you that.
ahoga.
No, this one will suffocate you. You know, sometimes I'll be sleeping and she'll climb up on your chest and stay there. And since she's fat, she weighs a good amount. It's been a couple of times, when I was sleeping, I'm like, oh man, I can't breathe, and it's because I wake up and it's the freaking cat on my chest.
Dice ¿quién? Que miró a Didi. Sabes que este trae problema. Así no lo puedo acercar mucho ahí.
Yeah, Didi freaking super needy. He can't give anyone attention because then Didi comes rushing in.
Quiere a su mamá. Quiere a su mamá.
So what's gonna be the name for these gnomes? We got my gnome and your gnome.
A mí se llama Papá Pitufo. No, si te va a rasguñar. Te va a rasguñar, mi amor. Déjala. Espérate, Didi.
The homies know me.
Espérate.
Not his face.
Hombre,
And I know it's his nose. Oh fuck! I painted myself again. But I wanted to be outside the box. If you see all the freaking things I painted, like ceramic wise, you'll see that I've done nothing but outside the box things. I did a turtle with an eye patch and a mustache that Greg called Caca, so that's his new name now. It's the Caca Pirate. Also did a teddy bear with like a sheriff with glasses.
Up, Didi.
But anyhow, I have to study a lot this period, as I said, even if I don't do it very successfully. It was very nice to catch up with you. I was going to join the stream in the summer. I appreciate that. BG. OOOG. Hopefully next week, Friday, you could join the Jackbox live stream and we'll celebrate. Celebrate freaking out. Yeah, you can see Didi on Joy's stream. Yeah, Didi's he's a nice boy. Needy, but he's a good boy. What? Oh, let's see some video. Face reveal. And Annie too.
Sí, pero el tío es que este no mucho se asoma. Se lo traen agarrado. Porque esto, mira. Ay, el niño chiquito, mira. Ay, que la banana y le hagas caso.
I was like, I'll come over here, but I gotta freaking clear up all this table. Joy saw that face reveal.
No es cierto.
Norman, the defiled Jennifer's part. What's up with you and Bartholomew?
¿Por qué le pusiste ese negro?
Hmm?
Eso negro.
What? Oh, it's supposed to be like shadows. My boy zooted it out. I just noticed I put it black instead of white. Let's see if I can do it the other way. I fucked up. Tyler the Creator? Sup, dude? The Tyler the Creator? I'm just here painting. Welcome, Tyler. I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not. That's all I know. For daily painting content, exactly. Yeah, you don't want to miss out on the daily painting content and the ghost stories I'd be saying.
No contaste una ya.
I only told one ghost story?
Ah, por ahí tengo Play-Doh, ¿no?
Yeah.
¿La pasas?
Yeah.
No vamos a pintar otro dinosaurio en lo que tocaba ese.
I'm pretty much done. But I thought you were going to go to sleep.
Pues sí, pero son, digamos, una, o sea, de cuánto tiempo llevo, ¿no?
Uh-huh.
Una básicamente unas 50 o 10 minutos, unas horas, que sean las 2 horas.
Where's your Play-Doh?
Hasta abajo, ¿no? Lo que sepa. Porque no puedo cortar mis telas.
There goes too.
¿Quieres?
No, fine. There you go. Joy's gonna be playing with Play-Doh until it hits 2 hours.
¿Tú qué vas a hacer?
I don't know. Yeah, daily painting streams and stories about cats that kill you with hammers while you sleep. Let me tell you about a time where I fell off a tree. So I was climbing a tree, and I kind of like fell. Shit. And I was able to grab like a small branch as I was falling, and I was holding on to like the small little branch. And I was surprised it held me up for like a few seconds, and I fell down, and yeah, nothing happened. Surprisingly, I felt like a good maybe 10 feet, if not a little bit more. No, I didn't make them. I bought them already made. We bought these gnomes at Hobby Lobby, and we bought these for it's a pack of 4 dinosaurs. So we got a Stegosaurus, a T-Rex, Bronchosaurus, or some shit like that. The long necks, and a Triceratops. We bought those at Michael's.
¿Dónde compramos el Play-Doh?
Play-Doh, we bought it at, I think, like the dollar store.
Es que está diciendo de que ya la ha visto en el de dólar.
Yeah, we probably got at the dollar store, Dollar General, or something like that. Here, let me tell you a ghost story. My most famous ghost story. This is the ghost story I call the Pepsi. Find the pain tolerance is off the roof. My tolerance for what? Getting hit in the head with the hammer? So, some of you may have heard the story, but I know some of you haven't. The Pepsi can. I think mainly Korea hasn't heard that story. I think everyone else has heard it before. I want to do something similar on my challenge. Go for it. No reason you can't. No, I'm good. I think I'm gonna maybe do something else real quick before time runs out. Painting models. Yeah, these were like I think $2 or $3, and these were I think 20 for a pack of 4 or like 15. Between 15 and 20 for a pack of 4 of these, and I think like $3 or so for these at Hobby Lobby. And once I have some more, I'll be right back.
Pensé que traías plantitas.
No. Here's the first one we did. This was mine. Hold up. Okay, can you connect it, please? Just gonna turn off your light for real quick. Just turn that on. There you go. Yeah, so this was the first one that we did. This is mine, the sheriff that has no name. We bought this one at Five Below for I think $10.
Por los dos.
I think each one was I think 10. I think. So I got this little bear, sheriff bear. Don't forget my tally. I won't. I'm gonna give you 2 tallies, by the way.
I can.
To create and relate. This was Joy's. She got a big old piece of toast. Yeah, $10. I think it was $10. $5 to maybe $10. They're pretty heavy too. And then she put here, you know, peanut butter and jelly, or PhantomsJoy,
¿Y por qué no PhantomsJoy?
or PhantomsJoy. She did peanut butter. She did strawberries, but she didn't like how the strawberries came out, and then she put Nutella here. So those were the first 2 that we did, and then we did some turtles. Here's my handsome caca pirate. Look at this handsome.
Nombrado por.
This was named after, because of Greg. Called it a caca pirate. He has blood in his face. He has pants. He has an eye patch, hair. His shell.
Let me try.
Looks like Mario pants back here. Love the tash. So this is my turtle, and this is her turtle. Hers is alright. It's alright. So she kind of like made her kind of look like herself. Because Joy has freckles, she had her freckles. Joy has like a necklace, so she had a necklace.
No de esas.
She doesn't have like a diamond or a pearl necklace, but she put like a pearl necklace for the turtle.
Pero puedo tener una.
Joy does have a gold bracelet, not right now, but she does have a gold bracelet. She has her engagement ring right there. So that's Joy's. They look so edible. So we have in total 6 now painted. Yeah, but this was hers. We got 2 turtles. We got this guy, a piece of toast. Now we have these gnomes painted, and we're gonna paint some dinosaurs, and we also have a rocket ship with an alien. So we have a couple things to paint. Yeah, the Saint Joy has some serious talent. And Greg has drawn, where is it? Was inspired from the paint from the turtles. So this is a Joy's turtle that she's making into like a person. Got to go back to bed. Yeah, you should get some sleep. Alright, so this is supposed to be her.
Uy.
Earthquake.
Un gordillo.
So that's that. Sweet dreams, Ken.
Sueño contigo.
Hope you get sleep paralysis.
Que sin hacer.
Where's the other one? And then the caca pirate, which was inspired by my pirate, as you can see.
¿Qué parece fresa?
Very squared strawberry, yeah. Eye patch. That was inspired by this turtle. So let me give you guys your tally marks. Give you some extra ones. Kent, I'm gonna give you another one. Create, I'm gonna give you 2. Yeah, that's more. So create. Yeah, I'm already at 10. Gonna listen to story time first before I go. Alright, I'll tell you the ghost story then right now before you go. I'll do it kind of quick. Can't give you another one. Who else is here that I need to give totally, you were here for a good while as well. There we go. I'm not sure if Alex is still here. Which I don't think I gave you yours in the beginning. You are. Did I give you yours in the beginning? I don't think so. There, I gave you 2 more. Alright, so let me tell you a story time create before you head on out. And I guess me too. This would be a ghost story. Woo. In the meantime, I guess I'll just do a little bit of sketching. So, this story takes place around what time? I don't know. Early 2010s, I'd say. Around maybe 8, 9 p.m. So I was home with my 2 brothers at the time. My parents had gone out to, buy some groceries. So I remember being in my room alone when I get a phone call from my mom telling me to tell my brothers to get ready to come downstairs, to take up the groceries. I'm like, okay then. Hang up. And I go tell my brothers that were both like in the living room. I'm like, they just called me. They told me to tell you guys get ready because we have to go downstairs to get the groceries. And my younger brother, for whatever reason, just being an asshole, he gets my Pepsi can that I was drinking, and he takes it away from me, and he puts it in my parents' room and closes the door and just walks away. Can I drop Joy's links too? I will sub to her. Weapon. What can I request for my tallies? What? Yeah, Joy's channel is linked in my YouTube community post, or I think you're also in the Discord. I also have it linked. But if you go to my YouTube community post, you'll see her linked channel, or if you should go to my actual channel, it's also linked there. Never heard of the Pepsi lore? Yeah, this is the Pepsi lore. So basically, let me also draw you a little map of the house. Well, just the important part of it. Yeah, now it looks a lot like a strawberry. So this is more or less how it was, at least the important part. So we had my room here. Oh, actually that's bad. So I guess I kind of just fixed it then. There you go. So this is how it was. We had like our stairs going up to the apartments. This was the door. There was a hallway here, like that. So here was at the bathroom. Here was our room, and here's my parents' room. So I remember, and this would be like over here, like the living room. So I was in the, my room, and I go out to my brother's, and my younger brother, for whatever reason, he took away my soda. He went back over here, put it right here because it was like a big shelf, put my Pepsi can in there, closed the door, and left. And I was like, man, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's annoying, but I'll get my soda back. So I go to the door, try to open it, and I couldn't. And I thought it was weird because my parents' room is never closed. And even if it is closed, the few times it will be closed, it was never locked because the lock for the door never worked. So even if it was locked, you could still open it with a bit of force. So I was just like, that's weird. The door isn't opening, even though it should be opening. So after a bit of trying to open the door, I looked at the little door where the knob is, and I saw, we'll use this as a reference. Right? Go like this. I'll do it this way. So pretend this is better like this. So this is the door, this is the wall, right? So, and here's a little handle. So I was trying to, like, open up the door, the knob, and it just wasn't working. And I realized there was like a plastic sticking out because my parents had like a plastic bag behind the door for whatever reason. So I guess when my brother closed it, some of the plastic bag got, was poking out. So I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe the reason I can't open the door is because, the plastic is jamming the little lock. So I started ripping up, pieces of the plastic bag off and off and off. And so eventually it's like super small. I can't even grab it anymore. And I'm just looking at it for a few seconds, and I just see that the bag slowly gets pulled into the door and disappears like that. And I just stood there for a second or two, and I was like, what the? I didn't just see what I just saw. There's no way that, plastic bag got pulled into the door. Because, like I said, both my parents were out shopping for groceries, and both my brothers had just gone downstairs. So I was the only one upstairs. So I saw that and I was just like, what the fuck? I opened the door and look inside. I'm like, hello? There was no one. There was nothing. Completely pitch black. So I just like reached inside, got my soda off the shelf and left. Never said anything to anyone. And that was the story of the Pepsi lore. There's something living between the walls of that place. So that's what happened to me. And in that same room too, I remember walking one time. The wind story of my favorite. The wind story of my favorite. That's what Alex said. When he got me to, he's like, "Oh, what you're experiencing is this. That happens when blah blah." Like, I'm just joking with you. She made me laugh. Was the rest of the bag in the room when you opened it? Dude, I didn't even check. I didn't even think about it. So I'm assuming, right, as let's say this is a side view. This is like where I would be standing. This is the inside of the room. My parents had like a plastic bag, right? So I guess when my little brother closed it, the bag went and got like stuck right in between where the door closes and the little like locking area, and like some of it was like sticking out, like a good decent amount. And I was like ripping off pieces until I couldn't grab it anymore, and it just like slowly slid back in. And I opened the door. Once the plastic bag slid in, I just easily opened the door, no hassle. I just turned the knob and it opened. And I went in there and I just grabbed my soda and I left. Greg put here. You can read it. Just thought we could click here. Oh, no.
Oh, you mean?
Thought we could read it. And the thing is, I was gonna say, one time I was walking from, my room out to the living room, and I saw a lady in my parents' room standing. It looked like she was like folding clothes, just standing over my parents' bed. So this was like say this is how it looked, right? So I was like walking forward, and I looked inside my parents' room, and I saw like a lady. So I was able to see like the bed here, and I saw a lady here standing, and it looked like she had like a long dress, and she was just like standing over, looking down. And as I'm going and I turn in the hallway, I go back, and she's gone. And I said that apartment is haunted, where we used to live. So those are two little quick stories from that apartment. Looks like the lady that grabbed your ankles. Could be. That's what she's saying. It's inverted. Papi Greg.
No pain. No Papi Greg. Papi Greg.
The ankler. Yeah, it's inverted, so it'll have to be
Al revés.
Yeah.
Allá.
Yeah.
O volteados así.
All the way over here. No.
¿Cómo pues?
Both ways.
¿Así?
This one other way. Oh, let me check. As you can see here. Okay, you're fixing it. There, yeah. Now it's...
Bueno, para mí estaba derecho.
Yeah, for you, yeah, but not for the camera. Easy fix. Just a screenshot and invert the picture with a little photo editing. I'll see you. Our letter crate. Hope you have a good day. Yeah, if you want to find Joy's channel, you can find her like this. Let me quickly show you. So if you go to my channel, and if you go to either my post right now, there's her channel, or if you go to home, and there you can see Joy's channel with the face reveal of me and her. Even though we have a filter on, but still face reveal.
Bueno, yo me pasé. ¿Vas a
You-
seguir tú?
What time is it? 1:53. I don't know.
Mi
But
tiempo llegó.
yeah, so that's gonna be it for Joy. She's going to sleep.
Buscar los papelitos.
Thanks for watching. And I'll see you again tomorrow. So close. 6 more subs, and we'll do Jackbox.
Bye. Good night. ¿Cómo lo pago? Ay,
Okay, I'll do now. I'll see you on the YouTube sheet soon. Exactly.
ahorita se cae.
Be safe. Monetization? I don't think so. Let me check my
Hi, Pigus.
earn eligibility. As of right now, I still need to wait. Let me see. 1,000 minus 2.
Ah, Didi. ¿Qué pasó, papá?
2,000.
Se atoró.
I need 282 hours to be eligible to apply. So I'm close, but still far away. Under 3. It's hot. Yeah. Look at the cute hobo Smurf. He ain't no hobo. How's he a hobo? He's blinged out. He got the new freaking Nikes, gold chain. Got nice ladybug brooch. Close but no cigar. Exactly. A little bit under 300 hours. But that's counting as of May 10th. Only 8:15. It should have gone up more.
Para, ¿cómo se llama? Los miembros, la boda en vivo.
It should have gone up more. It should have gone up like at least a good 30. Why isn't it going up? Because when I did Jackbox, and Jackbox got me a good freaking 30 hours. I don't know, that's weird. It's looking weird.
¿Qué necesitas para mañana? ¿O qué necesitamos, mejor dicho?
I'm gonna do a checkup again.
Ay, perdóname, Didi, perdóname, mi amor. Lo patí por accidente, me resbalé mi pata.
Nice. King of Big for real. Freaking baby is kissing the screen. Damn, buff. You're buff.
Cállate.
God damn, I got the Popeye arms.
Pero la de se mira muy bien, la pielcita.
The face?
Sí.
Uh-huh. Are they supposed to be like fingers? I don't know why, but they kind of look like fingers to me. Finger arms. 6 subs away. You can definitely by today if you stream again on manana. Because you forgot the enya for mañana. No, for sure. I'm gonna stream later today. What time is it? 1:57. Monday. Okay, we're Korean relate. Yeah, I'll definitely stream again when I wake up and before I go to work. But yeah, I should hit 800 subs most likely before the end of the week. But I'll do Jackbox on Friday, most likely. Give a week notice for people to join in and celebrate. There's a lot of birds. That one. With little baby hand. Yeah, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna do some portraits. Try to get better with portraits. Take a little break from doing my deep meaning arts, and do some portraits. Monday. You? Let's see. But I think that's. I don't know. I can maybe go live for 1 more hour, quickly. Well, depending. Are you gonna stay awake? Are you wait for me?
Digo, más que nada voy a buscar los papeles. Pues te digo, también quiero cortar las telas de ahí.
Yeah. Good depends. If you're gonna like, wait for me, then I'll go to sleep. You wanna cut telas right now? On live? You wanna go live cutting telas? What? Oh, the ones you're showing? Oh, okay. Well, get the ones they want to show.
Ahí están las primeras. Las que... No, las nuevas.
These?
Ajá.
Can I get a post-it done with my tallies? Of course. Who asked me? Was it you?
¿Yo?
No, I think it was, someone asked me what can I get with my tallies, and I forgot to show them. Here, Joy wants me to show you guys her fabrics that she bought. She's gonna make some things with these fabrics. We'll make something for Greg. What do you want, Greg? We'll make you something and we'll ship it out to you.
Se supone que es niña, ¿no?
Yeah.
No sé si use make-up. Puede ser una bolsita de make-up.
A green Angry Bird with yellow beak. It looks like a toucan, but it's green. Let me write it down. Green Angry Bird. Yellow beak. What color would you like? What do you want to, Greg? We'll ship something out to you. If you have pets, you know, Joy can make you a bandana for your pets. I don't know if you want like a little pouch for all your art supplies. She can make you like a little pouch. I'm back, master. Don't forget, dude, you got 1 more day left to submit your drawing. Here's all the colors we have. I shall be working on these drawings hopefully soon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Purple? Alright, for sure. Let me write it down as well. I gotta start grinding these YouTube shorts. Purple. I lost my paper. I'll use I just had it right now. Here it is. Purple. I'm not submitting it remember I just want to send it and you kind of like can coach me until I feel like I'm at least decent enough to post. I say go for it, man. Just send it. Full send. It's not cool. I mean, I have no problem quote unquote coaching you, even though I have like little to no experience at what I'm saying. But I say post it. I mean, here's Joy's, and you can see hers is very simple. She doesn't know how to draw either, but she still drew something and sent it. And like I said, you'll be entered into like the beginner group. Totally. Let me see what you are at. Post at tallies. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. You're at 17. And once you get a lifetime of 30 tallies, I'll make you into I'm gonna paint you into my, what do you call it? Project that I'm working on. I don't know. May 6th. No. 14. 2025. So, as I said, you go to sleep or what? Yeah, so there's Joy's. But like I said, dude, you just gotta do what I do. If I could find my book. Don't know where I left it. Just do something like this. Have a sketchbook where you just sketch your ideas. As you can see, these are really bad in my opinion. Really bad. But just getting some ideas down. Busca lo best. Alright then. Just try to get better. Focus on like easy things. Maybe you could do a page. You want to like do people, maybe like just try to get the basic figure done. Basic stick figures. So let's do a couple real quick. Let's do it together. Alex, get your sketchbook. We're gonna do a little tutorial here. Let me move some of these stuff out the way. Alright then, while you get that, I'm gonna clear up some of this stuff. You grab your pen. Okay, here you go. Let me bring up the brightness. I'm not sure exactly how good that'll be, but more or less this is how I go about it. Let me know when you're ready. You got your book, your paper, your pen or pencil. We'll sketch together and get better. Alright, ready. So I'm not sure exactly how. An old man in tidy whities. Yeah. So, kind of what I go start about this. Let's try to zoom in a little bit. If anything, we could just start with the basic shape. We don't have to like do any details. Just kind of get the feeling, right? So, maybe get a circle, that for the head, and just try to get the basic skeletal structure. So this would be like his collarbone. And maybe like shoulder bones. Not shoulder bones, I mean like shoulders. Always had it first, right? Yeah, probably. So more or less, you could just start with something like this. You know, just get like the basic thing. You know, add like the little rib cage. Try to see where the spine is, right? And like the hips, kind of like a little triangle. Then you can do like some more balls for the hips. And then that will be the thigh. Another little knee, kind of going back. And then that'll be his ankle. And then like a little triangle for feet. And then just try to more or less just get the basic, you know, skeletal down. A lot of people kind of do that. And then for the hands, you kind of just do like a boxy or circle, depending on the pose. And then more or less there you have your little pose. And if you want, you can start adding a little bit more detail. So let me see, I'll try to go for like this part of the leg. So, you know, can add like the thigh here. Do like a little knee here, knee socket. And then get the calf, or the front of it, and the back of it. And then same thing, just the leg. Something simple. It's a bit out of proportion, but you kind of see it. And they'll do here, this big muscle here on the thigh. Here's the knee joint thingy. Same thing. Just kind of like look at the shapes, more or less how they're built, I guess. Like that. And the same with the torso. Pretty flat, at least this one. It's kind of like bending back a bit. And right here you kind of see a bit of his chest muscle. Kind of droops down. Starting to take shape. Kind of droops down here for like his man titties. And you kind of see his shoulder up here. And trying to get like this weird perspective is a little bit hard. I'm still not good with it, but you know, it's kind of a bit of foreshortening there going on. So you don't really get the whole arm. And just put the hand. Same thing over here. Kind of just more or less same shapes that he has. And we'll just put a circle for the majority of the hand, a little line here for the thumb. And the head. When I do heads, I like to just I focus on the forehead. The arm is good shadow practice. It is. When I usually do heads, I start off with the forehead because I feel it's easier. So I'm gonna block it off so you can kind of see what I'm doing. It'll get really dark, but normally I'll start with the forehead and kind of start building in the cheeks. Then we have a nose, another cheek here, and then we have just a bunch of his beard. More beard here. I'm gonna make this like really dark so you can see. We've got a bit of hair in the back. And there you go. More or less kind of really simple. Let me zoom in for you. And if you want, you could try to add like a bit of shadow. So we have his belly button here, his gut. So basically, things I've noticed and kind of picked up on is usually the legs. You have like this really big front muscle area at the top of your thigh, and then you have the little kneecap, and then right here you could just kind of add like extra muscle for your rest of your thigh. So this would be like the top of your thigh. So maybe like something here, right? I'm not sure what the names are. That's the kneecap. Usually the front of the leg is very flat, and this kind of goes like this and like sticks out and then goes back in. So this would be, I guess, like a side view. And for feet, you can pretty much kind of go with like a rectangular shape. This would be a bit more longer, but more or less there you go, simple leg. So let's say if you want to do like this part of the leg, like I said, I've noticed that for knees you could just do like a weird, I don't know, messed up diamond, and just kind of go out a little bit, like maybe like a shield. And there, look at that's your calf muscle. So that'll be like the shin bone. And when it's like forward facing, you just kind of like poke out a little bit. There you go, a foot. And the same thing. Right here, just be your muscle, forward facing. Makes sense so far? Then you could just add like little toes. So yeah, the feet usually I kind of make them like this type of shape, like a rectangular bit. Hey, here's where I'm at right now. You can send it to me. It'll pop up right now. So for feet, this usually you could do like this type of shape, or maybe even a bit more rounded. Right, but it always has to be at an angle like this, more or less. So you have your big toe here, and it goes down. So we have the big toe, and then you go smaller and smaller and smaller. Peanut, let's see where you at. There you go. I mean, not bad. Blocky, but obviously your first time going at it. Let's see it. An easier pose, something just not hard, just standing. Why you put me on blast like that? Show progress. Here, we'll do this picture here. Here, let me send it to you. That way you actually get the picture. There, I sent you the same picture I'm looking at. That way you have a better view. But let's do like this. Like I said, I usually like to start with basic shapes. So I'm not going to do the skeletal version because I just don't like it like that. I just go freehand. And like always, I kind of start with the basic circle. What did you put? Do this one when he's posed. That's it. So this would be like the top of a skull. I like to start with the forehead, So we got his hair line there. And then from there, just kind of add a bit of other things, such as eyebrows, basic shapes. Not really focused on detail, just trying to get the basic shapes in. His ear. And there you go, we got his head. And then from there I kind of look at his how this top is shaped. It doesn't have that much definition. It's kind of just a big slope. So that's what I'm gonna do. Right? Not much going on there. Same with, you know, everything else. He doesn't have too much definition, so just kind of round off all the edges. This would be around here. Give him a little shadow there. Then you got one of his chest, one of his breast, I guess you could say. Here's the other one. Then add a little bend where his arm would be. And for arms, I usually draw them like, so that's the top of the arm. Kind of go in a little bit and then go back out. In, then back out, and then back in. Kind of the same for legs. So this could be as a shin or your arm. Right, so it could either be your foot or it could be someone's hand. Obviously the only difference is if it's going to be for someone's leg, you make this a bit wider. If it's for someone's arm, maybe make it a bit more slim, I would say. And then here, you know, got a big old belly. Didi Holtz. Good boy. Let me give you a treat. Good boy. So we got his stomach. His belly button's in here. Got a bit of shadow. Just really try to focus on the basic shapes. I guess that's what I do. I don't go too much into detail. I just kind of try to, you know, there we go, forearm, get the shape, and you get, good boy. You'll start to see that it's not super hard to draw people or certain things once you get the basic shape done, or you start noticing, you know, the shape of a leg, an arm. And I like to give a little indication of a kneecap, like that. Same thing, you kind of go in and then go back out for the calf, then go back in. And the feet might seem a bit tricky, but it's not. Like I said, just make like a rectangle and that's it. So that's the front of the legs, one step back. Then try to keep them even there. Just do like a basic triangle, rectangle, and that's it. See? And if you want to add the props, just add the props. We got his sledgehammer. You hear the dogs in the background running back and forth. Briefcase. There you go. And now that we have the basic outline done, you can start going in, maybe adding a bit of shading. So here with the underwear here, this seems a bit dark. There's a bit of lines. Quick and Annie and Didi. Folds. Then we have a bit of shadow here. Have some here on the knee. And you can do like cross hatching, I guess you could say. You know, this is, right now this is going like kind of a diagonal line. Want to make this a bit darker? Go the other way. So we add some shading here as well. Want to soften it out, maybe just rub with your finger to kind of, you know, soften it up. Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch as well. Although I don't really get that many views on Twitch. I mainly get all my views on YouTube. And here, rub with your finger to like blend it in and soften it up a bit. And for like this chest hair thing, I'm not gonna go too much into detail, so I'm just gonna do a bunch of little squiggles and circular motion. And obviously, since this part of his chest has a bit more shadow, I'll just go more in and darken it up. My Twitch was infested with ecros and bathtubs and weird stuff like that. I couldn't get off my suggested. Probably because you're watching it too much. I don't use Twitch at all, honestly. I may just stick to YouTube. And, you know, there you go. Didn't take that long to do. I was going kind of slow, so you could, in theory, like keep up and see more or less how I go about it. So we'll go with another easy-ish one, standing still. So again, I'm gonna do this one a bit quicker. So more or less, I see the basic head shape. Got the eyebrows there. Got a nose. Mouth. Ears. Boy got a neck. Necklace. This one's ugly, real bad. So here are his shorts. Big old belly. very late at night. Now, man, doomer hours. Beautiful. Thank you, Greg. I was trying to give Alex some tips on how to draw, even though I want to draw like you. So, like I said, just practice, you know, figure drawing. So we have this face here. Try to make it very suggestive, not suggestive, but like very expressive. Even like just simple lines like this, right? You kind of see what's going on here. You kind of tell, you know, someone's maybe dancing. So she stopped years ago. Get her back into drawing. Or if not, you get into drawing and maybe that might push her into want to draw. May 15, 2025. Where it says. Nice. I don't know if you're still here, Alex, but just try to, like, you know, maybe do like a page like this, just studying, I don't know, arms and feet. You know, try to get like the basic shape of the bicep. Like, okay, that's more or less how the bicep is shaped, tricep. I am sending my progress. I did it for a while. I was doing like animals and stuff months back, but I just fallen out again from drawing. It'd be like that. I still haven't inspired you to continue drawing. You know, feet. Do like try to like a page. Like I said, if you could just buy like a cheap book. I mean, that's if you're serious, right? If serious about like trying to like learn, buy yourself a cheap book. Doesn't have to be anything good. You know, buy a, I don't know what, you can find one like at Hobby Lobby, dollar store for like maybe like $5 or so. Cheap paper. You just need some paper and a pencil and just do a bunch of studies. If you can, maybe want to challenge yourself, you know, something kind of small, and every single day try to and push yourself, you know, to draw one thing over and over again and practice. So yeah, I was, you know, just trying to get better with drawing males. Here's the same picture, but you know, a bit more defined. I started slacking off, but I still be doing my drawings every day, even if it's like quick. I still try to like get one. Let's see. So, did someone do any posed? I mean, see, that looks already a lot better than your first drawing. I'm trying to get into programming deeper because I'm trying to make the rectangle prism that rotates right after drawing. Oh, we got big brain. No wonder you have big brain ideas. Yeah, but already your second one I'm gonna show you and put you on blast again. This already looks a lot better compared to your first one. A lot better. Way better, dude. Trust me, just keep on practicing. Look, like my first one came out kind of I'm gonna bring on blast for the content. No, trust me, yeah, dude, it's a lot better from the first one. You know, some of these are kind of decent, some of these are kind of bad. Level 1 to level 20 in just 2 minutes. Alex is evolving. He's about to be level 100 boss. He was level 1 crook. Now he's level 20 crook. Even then, look at it, his eyes are really wonky. So like I said, what I do, I kind of like to go into at least for this book, knowing, you know, the drawings are gonna be bad. It can even be like just a simple page of, you know, skeletons like this, just regular, you know, balls and lines, and maybe you can even like put some like quote unquote meat on them to try to give a bit more like definition. Maybe do some pages. Why is he so aggressive? I don't know. Maybe do some pages of just shading. You know, start off with the basics. Depending what exactly you're trying to get better at, that's what you should focus on. Since I'm trying to get better at kind of everything, I work on a little bit of everything. Yeah, so see, trees are a good way to practice some shading and like organic forms. What else we have here? Same thing, cats as well. Maybe try to do like the skeletons. Ghosts or just cloth in general is another good practice. I want something like your blue guy you drew yesterday or two, I think. Most of these others. Still a lot. We both got a long way to go, dude. Like I said, just sit down and try to draw for 10 minutes. No, downstairs. I think I give it to you. If not, then I should have it there. It's my fault, yeah. I saw it. Have you seen Life of Pi? The whale scene is inspired to draw. Honestly, I haven't seen Life of Pi. You know, rocks another good way to practice shading. I'm gonna keep you accountable. You know, every day. That might be a little bit too hard for you. It's on Disney Plus. I don't have Disney Plus. I'm poor. You know, every week I'm gonna tell you. Have you done a page? At least one page, I'd say. Yeah, every week you gotta do at least one page. I don't think that's that hard to do. One page of full. You down for some homework? Well, same thing I told Wheat. Alright, then let's see. I guess the easiest thing might be try to do some shapes. You know, just do a full page of shapes and the shading of them. Yeah, what I like to do is go on Pinterest, or you could do Google as well. But I use Pinterest a lot. And where I could just put like here, just shapes. And up, Netflix, HBO, Peacock, Hulu, Tubi. I have Netflix, Hulu TV. If I just put shapes on Pinterest, I like this one. This one seems kind of interesting. And boom, there we go. What are you looking for? Oh. So we do like another quick page. So I kind of just go with anything that looks a bit interesting. And I kind of try to keep it loose and quick. I don't try to spend too much time on these drawings. Because the goal is not to make a perfect masterpiece. It's just to get the practice in. Start learning maybe some tips and tricks noticing shapes and shadows. Okay. There we go. Already got one shape down. And for shading, obviously you could just go like that, which is like basic. Or you could do like cross hatching or hatching. So hatching would just be, you know, lines in one direction, and then cross hatching would be lines in two directions. So I'll be cross hatching. So I guess I'd be regular shading, hatching, and cross hatching. Forgot the circle here. So I guess let me zoom in a bit more. I'll do one of each until I remember what you said. That'll be up to you, up to your preference, right? So I'm gonna do the same drawing but with different styles or different shading. So I'll do regular shading here. Because some people might like, you know, shading like this. Some like cross hatching, hatching. You got a very dark line here. So then again, same shape, but I'm doing a different shading style. There's also stippling, which stippling is just a bunch of little dots, which takes forever to do, but does look a bit dope. The same thing. Like I said, I'm not trying to spend too much time on this. And Annie's probably trying to get something away from Dee Dee. Or he's trying to get something from her. So this one I'm going to do hatching. Hold up. So then hatching just in one direction, make the lines go in one direction. Obviously if it's like darker shadows, I guess put them closer together. This one's gonna do this. Fuck it, let's go like that. And for here, so that's that one. I'll do another cone, and this time we'll do cross hatching. Like I said, it's up to you what style you like and prefer to do and use. So just because one person uses one thing doesn't mean you gotta use the same thing. And you can also like mix it up, right? Maybe you like using both in different areas. So it's one side. I want it a little bit darker here, so we use cross hatching. Same here. Other way. How do you go here? Shading, hatching, and cross hatching. I do tornado shadowing. It seems like is the first one you did. Yeah, where it's just kind of like that. I say that's probably the basic shading. I think mostly everyone uses in the beginning. Yeah, you know, if you want to do cross hatching, go for it. Like I said, mainly just try to stick to like two. Well, I guess you can use as many as you want directions, but you know, try to keep clean, I guess. So maybe go like left and right to diagonal like this. I mean, you can even just do a page, you know, just practicing, you know, your cross hatching, getting your lines straight, clean, straight lines. So that'd be cross hatching there, and then just hatching just one direction. So you can just do a page of doing that, you know, go all the way across the page. You know, get comfortable with the book. Move it around if you have to. And then usually when I finish a picture, I'm like, let me look for something else. Let's say like this picture. That's kind of cool to draw, in my opinion. Plus you get to practice folds. So we'll do like kind of a big one here. More or less, I start with like a rough shape of it. Once I got like the basic shape that I'm happy with, then I go in with some detail. Alright, so we got a lot of shadow, illusions for the folds. So there we got our blanket. You know, I almost stopped drawing completely, and then I came across your channel. You were drawing a bunch of jalapenos. You're talking about this painting? Not painting, this drawing. Where is it? Oh, it's more back here. Yeah, I was drawing a bunch of chili peppers. Just practicing. Well, I'm glad. I like hearing people say that they started drawing again because of me. It was never my intent, but it's nice to hear that I at least inspired someone to maybe continue, maybe pick it up. So that'd be like the first fold here. And like I said, I like doing like the tornado shading as Tony said. Yeah, you shouldn't give up, Greg. You're very good. Low-key, not even low-key, I'm high-key, very jealous of your style and your ability to draw. And also it's up to you if you want to do like these very hard lines that, you know, define certain areas. You can find anything?
De mí no encuentro ni una cosa de aquí.
In the mail. There's something sending you stuff. I want to do maybe like a half and half. This side of it, I'm gonna do a hard lines. Actually, a hard borders, and this side I'm gonna do some soft ones. And what I mean by that is, let's say for comic books, right? They have like these very harsh lines here, and let's say here. to really show, you know, the difference in some of these areas. The first stream I watched, that was a while ago. He was teaching him everything he knows, but not everything you know. Exactly. I'm teaching the little bit that I know. So, like I said, we'll do half of it. So, super hard line there. And then just the shading. This is like mostly used for like, I don't know, comic books or like manga, where you have like really dark borders or outlines, which you might like, you might not like. And then I say this side, I don't have any actual lines for the folds. I'm just doing shadows. Your little digging grips everything. So you'll see that I'm not doing any actual, you know, hard lines here, just shading and giving the illusion of a, you know, a line. ¿Me estás esperando ahora? Ahorita voy, amor. Ahorita voy. I'm just teaching Alex the little bit that I know. It's here. Graphic knows a good thing or two about drawing, and can for drawing in comics. They're pros at that. Yeah, they're good. Kent and Graphic, they're good at what they do. I feel like the best thing what I'm really good at is, or not really good at, what I'm decent at is at watercoloring, or watercolors, especially if I have a reference. I feel like I'm decent at it. But as you can see, that'll be up to you whether you want these hard borders or like outlines for your drawings, or if you want like a bit more subtle and like softer edges. Up to you to, you know, explore what you like, what you don't like. And like I said, I just kind of go around different pictures and whatever kind of strikes me as interesting, I kind of go for it and try to draw that. But I recommend you don't do what I'm doing and, like, you know, switching up a bunch of different things. You know, going through like simple shading, I guess you could say, to a little bit more complicated with like clothes or clothing or fabric. I say if you're gonna do something, stick to one thing. Like, you know, one thing per page. That's what I would say. You know, as you can see, I've done before. Stick to just birds, just rocks, you know, just shapes, people, etc. This was kind of a good practice. Yeah, 3 different like levels of shading here. Really crooked. Base. So, you know, just do one page of one thing, you know. Do a page of just rocks and try to keep it loose. Spend no more than maybe 10 minutes on one drawing. That way you can finish a whole page within an hour. Crapper's Bull Viper was gnarly. I should have won, in my opinion, but the one by Rocky was colorful and really detailed out in color. Yeah, they were both good, but in my opinion, I think Rocky really knocked out the park, as you could say, with the colors. I think that's what really sold me on, was like, the whole color and composition. If it wasn't for that, then graphic would have won. That challenge. A little bit got out of focus. They didn't even tell me. You still here, Alex? Same thing, just kind of basic things to practice. Nice, nice. Like I said, if you want, once a day, just do a page, and if you want, you can send it to me. My DMs are always open. Or if that's too much for you, to have that much time, then try to do at least one page a week. One full page of, just practicing. Or maybe buy yourself a small little, notebook. Doesn't have to be like, plain like this. You can have like lines or something, and maybe just try to do a small little drawings every day. Alright, for sure. Like I said, no problem. You can send me your drawings. Ask for help. I'll try to help you whenever I can. Or whenever I can. We'll both be learning together. And then, we'll be able to go back on your... Let's just show it one more time. Right, let's say that was your first one. Right? So imagine in just 2:14, in about 20 minutes, a huge upgrade. Huge difference. Out of focus. Huge difference there, man. You'll be my prodigy. You're gonna surpass me. That's the goal. You want to be down, Sensei? That way, hopefully you can participate in this challenge. But if you don't want to, that's all good. But one of these days you'll participate, and you'll be in the advanced group, taking him under your wing and setting him up for success. Exactly. We're gonna make a content house of artists. I'll make up have a studio where I'm gonna train people, teach them the ways, charge them $300 an hour, not $300 a day, to teach your son or you how to paint and draw. I wouldn't mind doing that, teaching people how to draw or paint, but I would need a lot more practice though, and confidence. Phantom's dojo. There's no crying in this dojo. I'm not gonna let you use any guidelines. There's no guidelines in this dojo. You paint from memory or draw from freehand. I'll add you to one of my floors in my studio, on my store. Did I tell you my idea? You told me you wanted to have a shop, but never told me anything about floors. Unless you just meant on a sell floor type of thing. Hey, Lily. How's it going? It's been a while since you've been here. We're just here drawing, practicing, learning together how to draw. Maybe I do that once a week. Do a let's draw together and practice. So like you look up in Japan, they got like stores with A+4s, all with different items and needs. We're going to Japan now? I'll just hit for my shop and I'll just add you to it. You're a beast. That's already set in stone. Just gotta find the time for us. Okay, for sure, for sure. Painting with Phantom. Take out your sketchbook, color pencils, etc., and start sketching along with Phantom. Rent's 2,500 USD, not pesos. Goddamn. Yeah, I might do that totally. Like, let's say on Fridays, I do nothing but just practice, and if you want to, draw along with whatever it is I'm doing. That way, kind of maybe encourages people to start practicing, try and get better, get used to using references. Yeah, man, if I'm gonna be a landlord, I gotta do landlord things. True, true. You can paint over all the bugs. And like, you just made me realize I would absolutely love being an art teacher, but CBA, going through art school, and you can't, by CBA going through art school and art history. Well, I guess technically you could, and sorry, hello Nalaki, how's it going? Welcome back. You could teach. You don't necessarily need a degree to teach. Maybe it could be like a private tutor. And one thing they do is rip you off. True, that's what landlords do. So here we'll do can be arsed. I've never heard of that. Can be arsed, CBA. Must be a regional thing. Sketching. Your streams somewhere else parallel? Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch as well. And on Twitch I have someone watching me, the OG Alex. Sketching with Phantom. Well, it was fun. This was fun. As I said, maybe once a week, a certain day of the week, we everyone brings their pencils, pen, whatever you want, and we'll sketch the same thing. And can't be asked what's common internet term. Well, I'm not on the internet like that. Besides on YouTube, maybe it's common like among certain games. Let's do something I haven't done. I've done a bunch of these kind of simple. Who knows, maybe like at the end of the month, whoever has improved the most gets an extra tallies. Also an incentive to have people join in and sketch along. So maybe at the beginning of the month, or maybe at the week. Maybe every week it could be 2 challenges. Maybe not challenges. I'm not sure how that would be though. Because obviously we have one challenge going on, which is like the art challenge, and the other one could be completely separate. Where maybe I take a picture and you should keep on drawing it. You send your first picture on a Monday or something, and on Friday whoever has improved the most gets extra tallies. Maybe that might be better for like a monthly thing. What do you guys think? I think that's gonna be my goal to inspire more people to continue drawing. It's a solid idea to me. Yeah, maybe I might do that next month. The month's almost over anyways. But I'm not sure if it should be like a monthly thing or like a weekly or bi-weekly. And maybe give it like a bit more, I don't know, winner gets 10 tallies. But if it's like that much, probably better if it's monthly. What's this? Okay. Who's that? 10 a month sounds fair. Yeah, because 10 is a good amount, I'd say. 10 tallies for the most improved. Let me see, what's today? I mean, I guess I could start it maybe next Monday. Hi, are you Ghost from Spain? Ghost from Spain. I know waifu. I'm not sure what you mean by ghost from Spain. What do you mean by that? Phantom's Pain? Yes. Hey Tyler, you're back. Oh, my phone dying. Is this Nalaki or something? You searched me up on Twitch. This is the Phantom's Pain. Well, not Phantom's Pain. Phantom's Pain. What up, Tyler? You like to draw? Or you just stopping by? I want to push more people to draw. Continue drawing or start drawing. Whatever boat you may be on. There you go. That. I think nobody takes you serious as an art tutor unless you have an education. Okay, yeah, so I'm assuming you're not lucky. Probably. But yeah, that's gonna be up to you if you actually want to go to school and do all that. Although I know some, I don't know them, but I've seen people on, you know, YouTube and internet where they're like, you know, going to art school has ruined their creativity and whatnot. Like, oh, before art school, let's say they were drawing, I don't know, some stickers. I don't know. Say before art school, you're doing something like this, right? A little bit more style. And then after you go to art school, you just, it's horrible. I've seen videos like that. But it's honestly up to you whether or not you want to go to art school and do it professionally or kind of like as a side job. But also maybe be open. Nah, I take him seriously. Thank you, man. Also, just because you have like a degree in something doesn't necessarily mean you know how to do a certain thing. Maybe I get declined, then I grow a tiny mustache. Yeah, because I mean, just because you have a degree doesn't mean you know exactly how to do whatever it is you got a degree in. Okay, I'm pretty sure you know how to cook for yourself, and you don't have a culinary degree. You can go to cordon bleu, but you can still make some food. We accept it. We accept it. Bless you, Annie. This. And not here. I do not accept your name. What's wrong with his name? One. He has an amazing name. The only name that you should ever use. It is at 15. May 15, 2025. But I think we learned a good amount today. If anything, you kind of learned the difference between like, I don't know, shading, hatching, and cross hatching. Maybe learned a few things on how to draw, maybe legs, feet. And here's some thumbnails for my painting I want to do. Where I'm painting my subscribers. Anyone that has over 30 tallies, lifelong tallies, will be added into my painting of subscribers. But I was just thinking of which scene I want to do. If I want to do like a diner, you know, like inside a diner. Maybe like outside a shop. In the subway. Maybe in the school hallway. Here at like a throne. And me sitting on a throne. An alleyway scene. Medieval times. A ball or a dance. In an airplane. Like in a pizza shop. Like a small town. Like a bigger town. But anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today. Back. Give an extra two to you, Alex, and Atoli. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. So Atoli, you'll be added for sure into the subscriber. Alex, you'll be added for sure into the subscriber painting. But anything else before I call it a night and head on out? Anything else you guys want to say? Did you change your request terms? Kind of. So here I'm gonna do it really quick. I maybe right now once I get off I'm gonna post it on my YouTube page, and it's gonna stay like this until further notice. So 7 would be a post-it note. 15 I'll make you into a comic book character. Fucked up character. It's messed up, don't worry about the spelling. I'll make it into a comic book character of a comic book I want to make. 20 small painting, approximately 4 by 6 inches. What else was it? $30. I add you into a sub painting. Messed up, I know. I think maybe I can bring this one down. We'll do 35. I add you to comic. Me more, you get another one. Always watching on the sidelines. Yeah boy, yeah boy. Joy. What else? And 50, a big painting, which I'm not sure exactly what the size would be for a big painting. So basically that'll be the, focus that. Those are the tally and what you get, what you can get with it. So 7, I do a post-it note. 15, I'll draw you into a comic book character. 20, I'll do a small watercolor painting, approximately 4 by 6 inches. 30, I'll add you into my subscriber painting, but this one is, you don't actually pay for it. Just once you reach 30, you'll automatically be painted into the painting. 35, I'll add you to a comic book, and you'll be maybe like a one-time character. I think minimum of 2 times you'll show up. Who knows? Maybe you might be a reoccurring character, maybe not. ¿Vas a comer conmigo? Si vas a comer conmigo, yo quiero sopita. 50, I'll do a big painting. I'm not sure exactly the size. Maybe something like this or bigger, which maybe 6 by 8 inches. I might add something here, like let's say for example, for 45 tallies, I'll show your art on my channel, or like, for, let's say, for 60, right? Maybe for 60 I'll show you art on my channel plus tag / shout out. So yeah. And there's a bunch of ways to get tally marks for my channel. Obviously the main way is to join my live stream and be active for more than 2 minutes. You get 1 tally mark. If you're here for more than an hour, pretty much almost every single hour you're here, you get an extra tally mark. Participate in the drawing challenge I have going on, you get 2. If you win, you get an additional 5. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, you get 2 for each of those. If you're on my Discord, you get 2. If you send something, so far you have 2. Where are you? I gotta make this shit all over again. My 1. But I know you're in the Discord, so you have 2. I'm not sure if you sent anything that you created in Discord. Maybe you did. Let me check. If you have sent something you've drawn, I might give you another two tally marks. Because I think you did. But I am not sure. I'm trying to go back and see. You did. Yeah, I have a feeling you did, but I don't remember exactly what you sent. I'm trying to go back right now and check. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're pretty good. I remember now. Here's one from Nalaki. Is it still up? I tried Joy's live. Oh no, Joy got off. She's awake, but yeah, she stopped being live. Here's Nalaki's. Yeah, so you send something, so you get an extra 2. 1, 2. So you're at 5 already. Like I said, if you want to, you get an extra 1 joining the prompt that we have in the Discord. You get another 2. And good morning, Linksy. Which is, something as simple as this. And you get 2 points. Just combine 2 animals with a human. Right, so that's Joy's submission. That was not finished yet. Here's wheats. Here's mine. Here's another one. Can't. Good morning, buenos dias. So if you participate, you get an extra 2. If you win, you get an extra 5. TikTok, Instagram, you get 2 there. So you can quickly rack up some more points there. And I'm thinking of maybe if you do like a fan art, you get like an extra 2 points. I'm trying to find like ways for people to gain points fairly quickly, so they don't have to like grind for them. Yeah, but as of now you have 5, I said. Yeah, here's what we did, Linksy. We did gnomes. We were painting. Who's this who? Can you guess who's this who? And you missed it. Joy did an accidental face reveal. Otra vez. Like you did a face reveal again. Which blue? The blue man? Or blue hat? Hobo Gnome his evil work. Yeah, Hobo Gnome is evil work. Blue nose. Yeah, this is Joy's. She was doing Papa Smurf. I like the way the flowers came out. They look really nice. Her flowers and this butterfly are my favorite thing from this gnome. And I got my hobo gnome, as Greg said. He's pimped out. He has his gold chain. He has mushrooms ready to sell. He got them Reebok. Nice little butterfly. So that's our gnomes that we painted today. Maybe tomorrow, who knows? We might do some dinosaurs. No, he does got some bling. So I have a T-Rex to paint, and she has this long neck one. This one's also mine, this Stegosaurus. So we both got two. So this one's mine, this one's mine, and this one's hers, and this one's hers. And we also have a spaceship and an alien to paint. So yeah, Nalaki, there's that's the new point system. I might update it. I won't switch the values of them. They'll probably stay the same. I just might add more things to it. Bronchosaurus, I think. I don't know, something like that. That's a Stegosaurus. Bronchosaurus. I think it's like a Bronchosaurus. I don't know. Yeah. So 7 for a post-it, 15 for a comic book character, 20 for a small painting, 30, and I'll add you into my subscriber painting. This one is free. Just once you reach 30, you'll automatically be added into the painting. 35, I think I'll do 35. 35, and I'll add you into the comic book. 50, I'll do a big painting. I'm not sure the size yet. And maybe I'll add some other stuff, like at 60, I'll do a shout out for your art. Brachiosaurus. Sorry, Didi. And here is the subscriber painting. I was coming up with ideas earlier with Zaps on how to do it. You know, maybe like a diner scene. So I'll be the waiter and you guys are like the patrons, right? Or maybe like outside the shop. So the brachio means neck. Brachiosaurus. Maybe like in the subway system, I can have all you guys just like going up and down the escalators. Or like a school scene, like in the hallway, I'm like the principal and you guys are like just being rowdy. So yeah, there's a couple different scenes here that I'm still deciding what to go with. Here's your favorite dinosaur. Yo sabía eso, I knew that. But seeing what would be kind of interesting for you guys as a painting, where I can add everyone who, you know, is eligible for it. Linksy, let me give you yours. There you are. Yeah, would you? And I think, fuck, I don't know, probably too early. I might do a Friday. So close, guys, so close. 95. Just need 5 more. 5 more subs to hit the big 800. Then we're getting trashed. We're getting drunk. We're gonna play Jackbox. I'm gonna accuse everyone of being an alien. As Alex says, I'm gonna be judge, jury, and executioner. I'm still debating. Maybe Jackbox might be this Sunday. Maybe this Sunday. If not, it'll be Friday for sure. I'll figure out exactly what I can do. I can't sub again, so I can't help. I want to do the alien game, please. Or when you, if you're able to join, then we'll do one for sure. Because you are. Dude, I'm not judge, jury, and executioner. Even if I was, it's my right, you know. As since this channel is mine, I could blame anyone and kill them. For sure. If anything, I'll maybe send you a message through YouTube. And if you're available to join the first game, then the first game we'll play will be the alien one. That one's really fun. Get up. And also, once we reach 1,000, there's another game where you get to create t-shirts and you can actually buy them. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I should have it still saved here. Yeah, here it is. I want the alien. Okay, just remind me not join if I'm free, for sure. Yeah, so we're playing this t-shirt game where, you know, the winner of the t-shirt, you can actually buy it. Winner Greg's. Aliens. So this was like some t-shirts that we actually made in a game that you could buy. Like this one was really good. Nope, not today, not this week, not this year. And you could buy it. 23 bucks to buy the shirt. So here are some of the shirts that we came up with. Fuck all of y'all. Branch Squad. Kiss my ass. Sometimes you fuck up. You like what you see. Huzzah. You can't trust me. Sub Phantom. Phantom is a bitch. Meow meow meow. Drogas. Wait, what? Don't worry, be happy. These are all freaking shirts that we made in game. And I actually bought one too. Let me show you real quick. It's on one of my YouTube shorts. I think the first short I made. That's the first one I made. I bought it from that game. You need that Annie shirt. I saw you guys drawing. This was created by one of the viewers. Drunk Stream Boys. Yeah, I didn't spell this. It was someone else. Someone put drunk stream instead of drunk stream. But can you imagine? This was for 100 subs. Hey Tyler, let me add your name. You've been here a couple times. PQRST. Yeah, that was for 100 subs when I bought that shirt. Tire, okay. Creator. Give you one. Need to buy a funny one for 1,000 subs. Yeah, for sure. When I do 1,000 subs, I'm gonna tell everyone who's in it, like, make sure you do a shirt specifically to celebrate 1,000 subs or something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back in a couple hours once I wake up. Right now I'm gonna go to sleep, get my snooze, because it is 3:30 in the morning. I had a fun time painting, exchanging stories, showing Alex some stuff that I know about drawing. So yeah. Okay, I'll join streams next time I see her. Alright, for sure. Good night. And a good morning to those who are morning. Good morning, Linksy, and good night to everyone else. But I mean, also yours. You could join hers, no problem. Either way, she'll be like right next to me. I think I don't have anything else to show. Yeah, it's morning for you. Yeah. When I go live again, most likely I'll be working on portraits. So I'll be doing some more watercolor portraits. Take a little break from the big brain art. So if you want to see me do some watercolor painting or portraits, then join in a couple hours. Oh, it closed. Alright. You gotta work on your stuff too. You got about 2 days left for the drawing. For the contest. Thanks for watching. Let's add all these guys that we've painted so far. Our little gang of misfits. The gangs are here. The breathing is so cute. Yeah, my fiance made this. She made this one. She made this one. And she made this one as well. I made this one, and that one. Thank you, Arzunen. Ken? I'm probably butchered that shit real bad. Look how cute this one came out. Came out nice compared to my ugly ass caca pirate. No kissing. Alright then. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Bye. Later, Alex. I'll be waiting for your drawings. Alright, peace out.